welcome to our Wednesday stream of RogueTech as we continue Apollo's Vipers and their campaigns there in the middle of random clan space. So glad that you all could join us. Hello Sprogue, hello Rekgar, welcome to the stream and good morning from Australia. So very happy to have you both with us here as we start to get ourselves resituated and re-underway. Just as a side note, I have just glanced at my analytics and apparently we are at 99 followers, so I think it would be really cool if we managed to get one more follower today. Just one, no more than that. Let's get it a perfectly triple-digit number. That would be preferred. So now that we have the explicit goals of a single follower, and that being it, so make sure that you're that follower. Otherwise, just chill and wait for the Saturday stream. Let us see what we have ourselves situated in. A quick glance of the mech bay tells us that most of our mechs are currently intact and ready to rock. We have of course, the Cougar, which we've had forever. The Arctic Cheetah Prime, which has a heavy large laser. Hello, Mr. T405. Let's get ready to rumble. Yes, indeed. No, I'm not even going to try it. It would probably break out the mic. Then we have, of course, Apollo's Viper itself, which is, of course, equipped with twin heavy mediums and a PPC, as well as the Big Mama, which comes along with a gas rifle and a UAC-5. Quite useful. Hello, Blue Falcon 2003. Glad to have you join us as we start to get on our way. Then, of course, everybody's favorite, the Lego, which is also currently the signature emote. Thank you, DMC5, Virgily, and Miller 111. That is one heck of a name. I'm just going to call you Virgil, but thank you for following. You are the 100th follower. I don't know if there was actually a contest to give you things, but if there was, you would have won probably a gift basket, probably some chocolate, maybe some soap inside too, you know, that whole thing. But yeah, of course, the Lego, who's of course also the current thing for our emote, which we have our second emote currently that got through. Unfortunately, because of Sproke's insistence, it is at the $25 sub level. Oh, it's a little pimpy, but I'm not sure if I can. You in a car. Yes, Virgil, you alone, if you speak right now in chat, you get to name one of the mechs that has yet to be named. That is your prize for number 100. Although I don't know if he's actually going to speak, but we'll keep that in mind if he wants to actually name one of the mechs. We have, of course, the Cougar, the Arctic Cheetah, the Viper, which I don't think we actually want to rename, just purely because it's Apollo's Viper, and thus it stays with a Viper. We may end up naming it like the Mark 7 or something, and then, of course, the Locust. But these two mechs are already named Big Mama and Lego. Lego, of course, being incredibly useful. So let's go check out our pilots. I did actually go through this already just once shortly before, and Coach has been leveled up. He managed to get his next level in gunnery, so he is now 4 5s across the board. Hello, Lightfoot. Glad to have you joining with us on this Wednesday stream. Hopefully, you will have a good time with us as we start to rock and roll. Everybody else is currently fine. I'll get around to leveling up Ronan sometime later. I promise. Alright, let's go see what sort of missions we currently have available. There are quite a few Two Skulls, which I think we can take, and Defeat in Detail seems like an interesting one. Mr. 405, Mad Fox, I want a Mad Fox. Yes, the Mad Fox. Yes, we will eventually get that for sure. It is currently our main goal is to get ourselves a Mad Fox. Actually, no, it's not a Mad Fox, it's a Mad Wolf. Yeah, Mad Cat. Mad Fox, yes. Sorry, but you get the Timberwolf, the Mad Dog, and the Mad Cat, and the Kid Fox, all crammed into one. It starts to get a little confusing. I should name the Viper the Mark 10, with the 10 being defined as the number of Vipers he has killed. Has Apollo killed that many? Let's see. Defeat in detail after recent engagement. Stronghold. We'd like you to engage his forces. Yeah, let's go take the Two Skull. Lots of payout. This will annoy Clan Wolf. But we're not exactly aiming to be friends with Clan Wolf at the moment. I mean, we could at some point, but it has been hinted that it's probably in my best interest if I head towards Clan Barak, and so we'll probably head towards Clan Barak. Alright, so Exodus, which mech are you going to get inside? I think we're going to give you the Lego just for the additional long-range gunnery, and that way I can give the Locust to somebody who isn't nearly as good of a shot purely because, well, the Locust has streaks, and if I miss, it doesn't matter. X is variable. Oh, not to X. 10. Not his 10. Oh, I get you. What you're saying. Has he killed any Vipers? Oh, you mean how many Vipers he gets shot out from underneath him? Oh, okay. Yeah, we might try that. Although we'll try not to get it, blown up. That would, of course, be quite terrible, and we do want to keep all of these mechs alive at some point because losing it is expensive. This is a first Viper, so it's the Mark 1. Yep. Yeah, we'll definitely think about that. That's definitely an interesting idea. Although, I think maybe if we go with that naming scheme, we wait until it becomes the second Viper. So the Mark II would be the first Viper that we actually name it. Because the first one is the original, no bloody A, B, C, or D. Just the original. So that's what we're going to give it a shot with today. as we hopefully get things moving along. So we do have Clever Girl installed, which should improve the AI, make it much more aggressive and dangerous. So jumping immediately into a 2-skull battle that is currently promising to give me 5 of 21 salvage, probably not the greatest idea, but we'll find out. And we also have the Owens fix. We did not grab the beta before it disappeared, mainly because it went up at like 3 o'clock in the morning for me. So Rekgar might have it, but I surely do not. So it was already gone by the time that I was awake and getting ready for work. So we missed out on that, although hopefully it'll do quite well, and Clever Girl should be good enough. Private, where is your commanding officer? Blown up, sir! In pieces. Although, who was it that planted an AC-10 shell right into the back of somebody else? Do I have any mix with an AC-10? Oh no, it was Lego. Lego was the one who shot the, what was it? What did Lego shoot in the back? Because Lego shot somebody in the back and it was quite painful. Wasn't the Cougar, it wasn't the Arctic Cheetah. Was it the Arctic Cheetah? I didn't think it was. But yeah, it was last Saturday. Lego came along trying to shoot down another Urban Mech, and instead of actually hitting the Urban Mech, blasted one of our own people in the back. It might have actually been that Arctic Cheetah, but I thought it was a female pilot, and I don't think our Arctic Cheetah is being driven by a female pilot right now. Punisher has been moved up into the Big Mama because just to take advantage of his accuracy and his ability to Warlord, which is one-third wasted on this mech because it cannot build heat. It's got a UAC 5 and a Gauss rifle. These are not exactly toasty weapons. If somebody were to light him on fire with, say, all of the flamethrowers and Inferno rounds that are currently equipped on the Hammer in the other campaign, that might work. But in this one, no, it's going to take a lot of effort to actually shut that mech down. I feel pretty confident in the fact that probably the Big Mama could just weed through anything. That was a Stripes reference. Old. You're not that old. And we watched Texas America Civil War. Absolutely, God, it was amazing. If you have not caught it, make sure you go to YouTube after the stream, preferably. But go to YouTube and look up Texas America Civil War readings. He's got 2 parts of it. The second one was like 2 hours long, but it basically goes through the history of the American Civil War in the way that only text possibly can. It was fantastically well narrated. Really got sort of the heart and spirit of what ended up happening in the war. It was, as Rekgar has said, so good. After the stream, well, come on, I have to do something. I mean, I don't want to simply watch every single person just leave because even those who have seen it already want to listen to it again. I mean, Tex's voice is the voice of an evil angel, which we all strive to eventually have. Oh, returning to the... I love urban biomes. They're so much fun. Part 2 was great too. Part 2, and I actually did leave a comment on the video about this. Tex actually, for probably the first time I've ever heard anybody do sort of like a rendition of what happened in the Civil War on YouTube. He's the first person that ever kind of got home just how exhausting the war was, especially to someone like Kerensky, who was just I appear to be missing 2 mechs. Did Clever Girl mess with this? Because this is a bit of a problem. Yes, we ain't purple. I am now very confused as to where 2 of my mechs have gone because they should be here and they're not. So I do know that on test drive missions, you don't get your additional mechs, but Clever Girl may have done something. I'm not sure what Clever Girl had did, but we're going to find out. We got 2 ferrets on the field. Are these ferrets actually doing anything? Not as such. We also have a Locust 2C, easy kill, and a Harasser scout vehicle. Okay, so I want to knock out the one who has more energy. And we completely knocked it out of the skies. So the first ferret has been dealt with. Does anybody know if Shade's in chat, or has he not been around for today? Oh crap, Clever Girl. Yeah, it's supposed to make the AI more dangerous. Oh wow, that is a lot of energy. The cocoons broke early, mechs burned up in ammo. That would be very unfortunate. Oh yeah, I forgot about that, but that was an interesting reminder of the fact that yes, indeed we do have an Arrow 4 artillery system. Yeah, we're going to kill that Locust before it can actually do anything, because that Locust is evil. Fire! There we go. Okay, so we've dealt with just Mr. Little Energy Spam off there in the distance. That is no longer a concern. And Jester might have the ability to wipe out this last ferret. I kind of have hope for it. I really don't want to have to go back and just remove Clever Girl, because loading this game can take a while at times. And fire everything else we got at the ferret, because it's sitting there. Okay, I was thinking for a moment that it was not dead. Thanks, bro. I think that was the point of why they named it Clever Girl when they created the option. It's supposed to make the AI more aggressive, so we did, of course, just drop it into the area and are letting it currently run. I'm not sure what it's going to do, though, since these people are just kind of sitting still. But then again, we did move incredibly quickly. It made us to be exceptionally aggressive. I'm kind of hoping for more than just 4 units, because are you seriously just sitting there? I think we may have made a mistake trying to install Clever Girl. because I'm not sure it worked. Because they ain't moving. And it's dead. That's 100% of the clan wolf lance destroyed, and they didn't even move.
Bye-bye.
So right now, we currently do not have access to all 6 of our mechs, nor does the enemy appear to be doing anything. Huh. Interesting problem. Probably shouldn't have installed Clever Girl at this point then. Yeah, that is a bit of a concern, bro. Hey Lordell, welcome to stream. Glad that you could join us. I know that you've been incredibly busy as of late. So, how you doing? How you been? How's the jaw?
I've got your back.
And Mama Bird gonna try to keep up because the game has not ended yet, and I'm concerned.
Sprinting.
Yeah, Sprogue has been frantically searching for you. Hey, they got a leopard inbound. It's not friendly, but it looks like we are going to be able to surround the DZ, so that should make life extra easy. I'm actually going to sneak you around over here, mainly so that I can basically come flipping around and being ultra secretive and awesome when we pop out of nowhere and just suddenly assault them now. And T-Bone, Clever Girl ain't so clever. She hasn't shown it to be just yet, but maybe that's by design. Maybe we were supposed to engage somebody so easily and annihilate them without breaking a sweat at all. And if that's the case, well then, that's an interesting way of going. Punisher is going to get himself out of the drop zone so he doesn't get, you know, squashed, which would be somewhat unpleasant. And he'll set himself over here. Maybe they won't notice if we stand really still against the building. And Jester, of course, in the Cougar, probably going to take the high ground as well. It is nice to have high ground as you get to shoot down on the enemy and have extra accuracy. So we have prepared our ambush. The enemy will now suffer the fate of all traitors. Alright, so here they come. And what do we got? We've got a Locust, we've got an Ares medium tank, a Pegasus Scout hover tank, and a Locust 2C. So we've got a lot of Locusts, which, you know, not exactly thrilled about. I mean, it is an energy burn Locust. That's a lot of ballistics on a Locust. Jeez, it's a machine gun Locust. Who would have known? Joe's doing fine? Yeah, just really, really busy. How's you? Yeah, we're doing good. Or at least maybe we're doing too good, because the AI appears to not be incredibly clever at the moment, and it is somewhat of a concern. So, we will prepare ourselves, though, for the oncoming death squad that is on its way, clearly. Because these Locusts are going to be able to outrun us no problem. None of our mechs are going to be beating it in speed. And so it is something of a concern. So we're just going to do a quick glance over on the Discord while the... Oh, come on, Sprogue. It's not that bad. Things aren't broken. Maybe. Potentially. We will find out about it soon. So, enemy currently shifting wide to get some distance and angles in, of course. They don't want to be too close to us, otherwise it could lead into some very bad things. Georgia Mech Brain? Oh, thank you, Rekar. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hopefully, there is actually a second version of this that is going to be coming out, of that mech breakdown that's going to be coming out. It'll be a lot looser and a lot less, allow me now to read from the TRO line for line, and then switch over to Sarna to read line for line. Because as interesting as that was, and as cool as Critical Rocket can make it sound, because, you know, he's British and he has that accent thing going for him, that is not something I can pull off nearly as well, so I'll probably be doing a much more flexible, open one that just sort of chats about it in a little bit more of a loose style. Let's go see if we can't kill this. Oh, that was brutal. Good job, Mama Bird. Sprogue, what comes from you said everything was broken on the Discord. It's not broken yet, maybe, potentially. So that one's down. I had a whole bunch of machine guns, which will be lovely to steal, I suppose. I mean, it's not the biggest thing ever that we're going to pick up, but hey, not terrible. And how will the enemy respond? I'm a little bit surprised at the difficulty now, because 2 Ares medium tanks and 2 Locusts on a 2-skull mission seems to be a tad light. Ares medium tanks, you carry a pair of missiles, and I don't know what else, but we'll find out about it later. Reading Discord while streaming. Hey, I can't help it if there's long pauses. Sometimes there are long pauses, and we must deal with them as they come up. Give me a back angle on this Ares tank so I can kill it. I mean, it's not the most incredibly powerful tank, but it is pretty good at what we try and do with it. Sensors impaired will help out a little bit. Jester, I think, is going to go trying to hunt down that little Locust off in the distance there. He will actually manage to get quite close. And hopefully this will be close enough. We're just going to fire everything, because the numbers don't appear to be all that high. If we kill them fast enough, we may not have to worry about reinforcements. Ooh, that got ugly quick. Alright, a whole bunch of heavy small lasers will be salvageable from that, which I suppose on some level is okay. Let's see if I can't sprint to get a back angle. I cannot. Okay, can I just shoot from here? I cannot either, so I will, of course, burst out from cover, all super aggressive and clanner-like. After all, that's what clanners do, right? That's how they engage everything in life. They just come smashing on through areas, taking aim and blasting away with 99% accuracies. And he's not dead, but he's starting to listen quite badly. I think Clever Girl's playing dead. Well, I was told that it would improve things, but it's a simple fix to remove. All we got to do is basically delete it from the mods folder. Actually, I'll just move it so I can tinker with it and tear it apart and see what's actually going on, because it is somewhat annoying. So once we figure out what's going on with that, we will basically reset it. You didn't get a YouTube video upload notification about the stream today. Oh, that's right. Shoot, I totally forgot. I am still kind of getting used to that whole system that we have to do now, where we don't actually get to, just post onto YouTube that we are streaming. We have to actually post onto YouTube that we are streaming. That's actually my fault, because I started uploading the next 2 episodes of Howl's Heroes campaign, and yeah, that got a little bit tight to the line on that. Actually, had to cancel the one upload. But yeah, the next couple of episodes of that are going to be long and hard. Actually, no, the next episode is going to be about 40 minutes, but the one after that is about an hour and a half. So that's going to be fun. That was a hell of a battle, and you will be able to see it on Saturday. That's what you want to think. Next mission, no boy. We are fully dealt with the enemy. There's no enemy left. Okay, looks like it. I think this is just going to come in stages, and we'll be able to just continue to clean up like madmen, because this is incredibly easy so far. Yeah, definitely we're going to be ripping this thing off. And onto their hostile. Ooh, they used the intelligent decision of not dropping on top of their enemies. Oh no, I take that back. The Viper's already in position. So the Viper's just gonna sort of sprint like mad, and he'll come somewhere around here. I don't want him like too dangerously exposed, but I do want to get him basically right on top of the zone. Although hopefully he won't be the only one. We are clan mechs after all. We are incredibly fast. Oh yeah, the Arctic Cheetah is going to be in the zone, no problem too. So no issues there. Be able to chill out. None of us have gained any stability damage. We'll be able to basically alpha strike everybody to death. Oh, even Big Mama's going to be in position. I think the only one who's going to struggle a little bit is the Cougar, just because it's so slow. But it'll be in range next turn. At this rate, you will be running 5 skull missions. Oh, that is not inaccurate. If this is the difficulty level that they're going to send at me, this will be easy. Clan Wolf dropping down, nice and easy. I've been called a few times, well. Let's see, now we got a Falcon, also tiny little 30-tonner, don't care. We got a Grinner, which is a special kind of Wolfhound. It's a hero type, a Cicada 2C, and a Phoenix Hawk 1B. So at least they brought some medium mechs this time instead of a couple of tanks and lights. I mean, there are, of course, a couple of lights, but Grinner, people seem to like Grinner. I don't know why, because it's just a Wolfhound. It may be hardpoint related, but apparently they are already starting to jump super aggressively. A little disappointed, but the Falcon didn't try and go on top of the building, so I could flatten it and just be super aggressive. Hello, Questing Bear. Glad to have you with us today. Very happy to see you join us on this Wednesday evening as we, or morning if you're in Australia, as we attempt to see if we can't annihilate everybody before they can actually do anything to stop us. So first things first, the Arctic Cheetah is basically going to, yeah, if I did that, I wouldn't actually be able to kill anybody. So what we're going to do is... Cicada 2C is equipped with 3 energies. I'm going to bet at least one of those has got to be a large laser. I mean, I'd make it a large laser if I were driving a Cicada.
Got it.
Switch in like so. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is Arctic Cheetah. So tempting to drop an arrow on your head, but I'm not going to. Fire.
Right, Commander.
And there goes most of the Falcon already. So we've managed to rip off the Snumdose PPC. That's a bit disappointing. I kind of wanted to steal it. It's a disco mech? There are several disco mechs. I want the Grinner. Oh, so I want to kill the Grinner, like, super fast. Holy crap, what is up with the Falcon's engage? Yeah, the Falcon is almost dead already. Just a couple more shots to the back will completely annihilate it. So the enemy is currently now going to have to think about what it wants to do. The Cicada coming on forward, aggressive, and doing nothing. Apollo, would you like to rush in and support people in the way that only you know how to? Preferably without starting any mutinies or, getting us all killed because you decided to do something that was... totally against the advice of everybody in the show. Always let's go watch someone win my faction having a bit of a pirate problem. Oh, that's... which pirates are you having a pirate problem with? Because I kind of support some of those pirates, actually, with the Howl's Heroes campaign. Alright, so we've got the first of the enemy mechs has been defeated already, although I would like to get everybody dead before they can actually do anything to me. Mama Bird kind of needs to give a little bit of extra range just to make sure that we get the additional accuracy. Hide the back of the Grinner. Oh, apparently we are being jammed the heck out of. Shoot. And it's dead. I think we engine destroyed it, which will get us, 4 Grinners, but hey, kind of sport, yeah. Well, I did buy a heavy gas rifle from them recently, so supporting in many ways, I suppose, would be the right way to put it. Although they didn't have the ammunition for it in the faction shop. But the heavy gas rifle was surprisingly affordable, at least for the amount of money that I had after I culled most of my mechs. Yeah, Howl's Heroes had one heck of a thing. You're moving up quickly. of the clan invasion quarters real quick. Well, that's good to hear. After all, we want to be able to conquer everything. I've been told that victory must be assured by every means necessary. I could blitz you with the smalls. I'm not going to. I'm instead going to blitz you with the smalls because apparently you didn't move. And I'm just going to pour fire on you, which seemed like a lot less fire than I otherwise would have expected out of you. Apollo can now just rip along to the back because that's what he does. He's incredibly fast and I love it so much. So get a sprint going on here just so we can get perfectly angled. Two faces stern, or back as the case may be for land people. And we're going to shoot him in the back. Got the sensors exposed, and there goes the engine. Okay, so there goes also his jamming, so that's taken care of, Jester. Do you want to go potentially kill this cicada? I mean, you tend to be good at that sort of thing. So we'll get the Cougar in close for a nice close-range barbecue. I am going to cook this one. We are at the range where I think it's good enough. We managed to damage his upper leg, structure exposed all over the place, and the aggression is real. Ammunition explosion avoided! Although I don't think we actually need to tell people that the ammunition explosion is like, you can't explode the first time you try. We're not going to do danger close artillery, that would be incredibly foolish and I'm not going to bother. But we did get another couple of good hits on the cicada. Looks like we decided we're going to do the hard way of just sort of trying to burn through it. I have an open shot, I'm going to take it. And the engine destroyed. Or no, engine crit. But it's not dead. You see, that's the problem. As much as I don't like losing, I'm really enjoying the mental picture of Ghost Bear and Wolf beating back by cobbled together pirate monstrosities. We gotta get ourselves a Corsair. He's still not shooting. Why? Why would you not shoot?
What's up, boss?
I mean, you're vulnerable.
Copy that.
This is confusing. Shut off one of the heavy mediums. We'll fire the PPC and the other heavy medium, and that'll kill the last of that cicada. Is that the entire show? Because that was astonishingly easy. Apparently, that was grueling, according to Darius, and I'm not quite sure that I agree with that. That was super trivially easy. So, yeah. Has Shade gotten back to you? Just because I kind of want to know the answer to that question. Because it seems to be a bit of a problem. Clever Girl, A4 Mix, Clever... additional Mix kits. So it may not be related to Clever Girl. Okay. At least that's what Shade said. So try another drop. Yep, we'll try another drop. I mean, there should be another 2-scale. We apparently did not deploy these mechs, so that's all right. Although it might be, it could be because that's a multi-lance drop thing, and it doesn't like to handle that all that great. All right, so a whole bunch of Phoenix Hawk parts, which I don't think that I need. Does anybody know if we have Phoenix Hawk parts? There's a single Grinner part. I'm sorry, Sprog. We just utterly annihilated it. Clan ER large lasers. Several of them, in fact. ER PPC. But it's not a clan version, which Sprog would like. Heavy rocket launchers, LRM-15s, more medium lasers, more medium pulse. Hey, Sprog, were clan medium pulses any good? What, the Grinner part? Oh, the clan ER large laser? Okay, we'll keep an eye on it. Heavy smalls, SRM-6s, streaks, cockpit basics, endo, a whole bunch of engine types, none of which are all that good. The Guardian ECM clan, I will grab one of those. Whole ton of heatsinks, heatsink doubles, heatsink double clans. But no actual clan double heatsink kit. IFF jammer, always quite nice. A slick suite for that, and then all the way back up. IS MPLs are better than clan MPLs. Alright, we'll keep that in mind. So then we want the clan ER large laser and the clan ER large laser, because Sprog says they be jammin'. They apparently, yeah, it's just, what, 1 ton lighter than a standard ER large laser? Is that the only one? Yeah, the rest are ER small, so we don't need it. I think that'll be good. Yeah, Sprog has an entire list. He spent like 6 hours going through the entire list of everything. It actually is up on the Discord if you want to join it. Speaking of the Discord, it's time to shill. That's right. If you are interested in this sort of content, you're having a little bit of fun with us so far, feel free to follow the Twitch channel or head on over to YouTube. Type in Tirak117. You'll come to us almost immediately. And we do mostly RogueTech in a game called Starfleet Command, which I think you might enjoy. We also have a Discord down below. Go click on Discord Irby. He likes it when people click on him and go over to the Discord. And you can have a lot of fun over there. Sprog's entire list of all that stuff is there, as well as, you know, previews of other emotes that we are currently considering and all sorts of other things. You can watch the Mech HQ game if you are so inclined. Also, we are coming to the end of September, which is apparently Subway Sandwiches decided to sponsor this entire month to get people to buy subscriptions. So right now the $5 subscription is half off, so $2.50, which if you didn't know, at the $5 subscription level, we get half. So Twitch creators get half. So if you normally sub for $5, we get $2.50 of that. Well, for this month, that $2.50 that you spend just goes immediately to the creator. So if you're feeling generous, hey, that's a way to do it. Also, if you happen to have Amazon Prime is a fantastic service, which I subscribe to for multiple reasons, not least of which is The Expanse, which is coming in mid-December. I am very much looking forward to it. But yes, it also gives you a free Twitch subscription, which you can hand out to anybody that you want. Mine normally goes towards Critical Role. Just saying, because Critical Role is amazing. Yeah, I've gotten RT dev attention, so now hopefully better balance soon. Yeah, I hear that there are other places that are currently thinking about making major balance changes. All right, nobody took any major penetrating hits. Nobody took any critical damage. Nobody took any damage of any kind. Okay, we've got to wait 4 days, so I'm going to do exactly that, just get my mech warriors back. And in that time, I got the commando back. What happened to the commando the last time we saw it? Did it get squashed? Did we ever rebuild it? No, we didn't. No, the commando is very much in pieces. The IS was tired of giving the booty kick? Yeah, more or less. Yeah, the other thing that we also do over on the Discord is our Mech HQ game. Basically, I play Mega Mech, and I have the people who wanted to sign up as actual characters in the company, and I move them around, and I try not to get them killed. Sometimes I succeed, and sometimes I don't. But I don't think we've ever actually got anybody killed. Wait, no, somebody has been killed before. Who was it that got killed, Sprug? Do we remember? Yeah, the Fire Control System Nova is dead and donezo. This thing got utterly annihilated. It was pretty bad, actually. It is in pieces on the floor. What else did we lose? We lost a Fire Control System Nova and a pair of medium lasers, and that's it, which is not as bad as it could be. But this thing needs a total rebuild. Do I have any double heatsink kits? I do. I have 2. Oh, thank you. I'm going to put that in there, and I'm going to put in a Clan XL engine in as well. How much will this cost? An additional $250,000. Smells like a medium laser boat? Well, it now has the ability to do it. It has, of course, 7 medium laser slots, which you can take, well, just laser slots in general. So we can't have that. We can't have that, but we are under by 5 tons. How many Clan double heatsinks do I have? I don't have that many. That is a problem. So the obvious solution to that is put an even bigger engine, or, you know, not Clan double heatsinks. So actually, where is it? Yeah, I've just got 2. Huh, bit of a problem. Put in the XL engine. It's already in there. Like, it's sitting right there. Oh, that was the IS put in IS XL engine? Oh, I did, or I should. Well, I don't want to waste my XL clans. My XL clans are amazing. And you want me to put in an XL clan into a commando. Do you realize how dangerous that is? I'm going to save this for, like, a big mech. Guys, I want to save the Clan XL mech for, like, a 55-tonner or something that won't immediately die the first moment that you actually look at it cross-eyed. Oh, okay. Yes, I get it, bro. Although there is a bit of a delay, so it's going to take them a moment to actually catch up. So one thing that I do think we end up wanting to do is we want to come over to lasers. Where are we, lasers? Oh, I'm in ammo. No wonder I couldn't see laser and ammo. And we want medium lasers, but we want standard medium lasers, because Sproke has gone over the virtues of standard medium lasers at length with me, and he is insistent that if we're using anything other than standards, he will possibly disown me, which I don't think quite works, because I'm not exactly his kid, but hey, we'll figure out what's going on. No, I think we've used them all. Yeah, we've used all of our standard medium lasers. So that's unfortunate. 1 CR and then spam the medium lasers. I don't think we have medium lasers. Like, not normal, just inner sphere ones. Yeah, there's nothing. So I guess we're going to have to put in that Clan ER large laser. Where is that ER? There's one. Put it in there. Although I'm not even sure I can do this. So 2 more tons. What's this temperature going to look like? Medium pulse is also good. I can fit in 1 medium pulse laser. So show me a medium pulse. I know I just recently got one. You can't hide it from me. Somewhere in here. Clan medium pulse magna, which is a little bit toastier, right? Or is it chiller? +1 laser accuracy, minus 30% increased damage and heat. So 42 damage versus... Where's the standard medium pulse? Huh, apparently it was just Clan medium pulse that we managed to pick up. So 36 damage, we'll put in the magna. So that takes up all my tonnage. Unfortunately, I can't do this. My heat is currently 56. Was IS medium pulse in the shop? Yeah, but it's expensive, isn't it? Standard medium lasers are the best weapons of the game, but sometimes you use building other stuff just for variety, like my Cataphragm built entirely on chem lasers. Well, because some people just want to watch the world burn. Grab the medium pulse. Oh, it's so expensive. Bro, why do you make us do this? Why do you make us do these things? So expensive. At 400,000 Siebels. That's painful. I'll put the Magna over there. Show me the standard medium pulse. There it is. Okay, so the heat efficiency is a bit of a problem, and I don't have enough heat sinks. How am I doing on prototype heat sinks? Because that might help. Doubles, lasers, protos of 2. I do not have enough double heat sinks to actually make this thing work. Like, literally, we don't. Because we're short on quite a few double heat sinks, actually. Do I have any double heat sinks that I can just grab from somebody? Also, more awesome kit that I can't afford at the moment. Apparently not. Yeah, we can't. So the only way we managed to get even more in here is if we up the engine. Well, we couldn't be able to up the engine high enough. Huh. 2 disco lasers and 2 rotary chem lasers make an effect help burn the world burn. Hello, Drixum151. Welcome to the stream. What's up? We currently found our commando. Unfortunately, it's not working out quite as well as I would kind of hope. We don't have enough. Unfortunately, we don't have enough heat sinks in order to actually make it work, which, you know, a bit of a problem considering that it has a heat sinking right now of 51. How does the engine heatsink plus X work? Basically, if you put in a large enough engine, 275 or higher, you can have a heatsink inside the engine itself, and so you buy one of those and you put it inside the engine heatsink. So it's an internal heatsink. Unfortunately, we're using a 140 core, which is literally the opposite. All internal heatsinks must be external. Just run standard heatsinks? Ugh, that's going to be terrifying. Give me back them heatsinks. Put them back in. 1 and 2. And standard heatsinks. 1 and 2 and 1 in the head. So fire control system standard. I think we want something a little bit more aggressive than that, don't we? Artemis, no, not going to be helpful. Energy, that would be helpful. Put 1 in the head. Fire control energy plus for the additional crit and the +1 energy accuracy. And there's a standard medium laser in the dismount pile. Oh, okay. I mean, we can't really afford it. Drop 0.5 tons from where? So we'll check out for a couple of things, but already this mech is a cooker. I mean, look at it. The heat efficiency right now is 30 for 51, and you want me to add another, what, 12 on top of that? 9 on top of that. So 30 for 60. That does not seem like the most brilliant strategy ever. I mean, we're already toasting pretty bad. You don't need max armor? Oh, no, you can go to hell with that one. You need max armor, and anybody who tells you otherwise is lying to you. Throw in the endosteel. That'll give me the ton that I need. That'll give me a medium laser slot over there. Oh, too many medium lasers in the right arm. Put it in the torso then. Oh no, I can put it in the other arm. That'll go. And in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the ER large laser. Can you just cooperate? Put the ER large laser in the other arm. That way we have things mostly sorted out. Weapon, lasers. Give me the ER large clan style. ER large laser clan. Put it right there. We have 6 more of these things, which is amazing. Just drop all the head armor from the dice. What is this monster? This monster is what I have designed for awesomeness. Add on even more. That puts me at 0.32. I'm going to back out until I'm at 0.5, which should just be a couple of clicks off the legs. That's perfect. And then I should also be able to add on just a tiny amount in order to get me there. Perfect. So we have a half ton available, which we can probably use for a small laser of some description. I know Sprague doesn't like them. Heat bank. Heat bank is something we have. Is it something we have? We have an exchanger clan for a full ton if we want to throw that in there. But I don't really want to waste it on something that's only got 3 weapons at the end of the day. So I'd love to also throw in like a radical heatsink kit. We kind of run into a problem just of not having enough to take care of. Ooh, cooling pod. Oh, they're a full ton and a half. Jesus. Who came up with that plan? Let's see, cockpit. I also have a cockpit system, which gives me just an additional gunnery, which is nice.
All systems nominal.
Thank you, Grado1987, for following us. You are our 101st subscriber. Welcome to the club, although you missed the 100 subscribers, so you don't get to name the mech. Sorry, that's still something Virgil gets to do if Virgil ever decides he actually wants to talk. Cockpit and sensors. We should have a couple of interesting different kinds of sensors. Sensor tracker. That might help out. That'll give us a little bit more additional range to throw on top of this large laser. If I need, I'll rip it out and put it into other things. On top of that, I do have a cockpit. I don't want to give my Predator cockpit. And I don't want to use the Nova. You think the Nova is going to be better than the Energy? For less cooking? I suppose. I mean, that will help out with the cooking. No lie. That's 15% off of 60 is quite nice. But still, do I have a standard cockpit? I don't really need any additional cockpit. I'm not going to use a Predator cockpit in this thing. And I don't have any life supports at the moment. So yeah, that should be all right. We still have half a ton, so we're going to go over to weapons. We're going to go to tag. And hey, we have a light tag. The light tag will go in the center torso to make sure that it doesn't explode. 51 instead of 60 is pretty nice. I would agree. So, light tag on top of that, along with the sensor tracker. This has turned into a fairly decent scout mech that also is packing a large laser on the edge of everything. 9 days, 250,000 C-bills just for the re-engine. Yes, we know it's an Innersphere XL, but at the end of the day, it probably shouldn't be getting shot, and if it is, we've got bigger problems. So, now we've got 21 days, and even though we have over 1 million C-bills, we don't have enough to actually survive the next month, which is painful. Welcome to pain. Quick check of all of our pilots. Make sure that nobody's actually managed to level up so far. I swear I will actually level up Ronan someday. And then we'll come back over to contracts and see what we get. You like a lot? That's nice to hear. All we need really is a double heatsink kit, and it actually makes that thing work out really good. I would like another battle if they've got it. Oh, repossession. That's perfect. Now, repossession is supposed to be against vehicles, also mopping up. Mopping up is cheap, though. 2 of 9. Ooh, I'm very, very tempted. It is a 2-skull mission, though. I'll take this one first, and we'll see where we end up. If we're in a nice, comfortable position in terms of stolen mechs, then we might end up going for it. So let's see if it's actually broken. Bring me Exodus to drive the Lego, which, of course, leaves Arclight free to drive the Locust, and we'll get that rock and roll. We'll see if Clever Girl is actually going to eat our mechs again, but I think I'm 35% sure that it ate the mechs because it was a multi-drop. Max salvage versus tanks? It says that. It says that, bro, but it doesn't actually mean it. Also, you can get some really good kit off of tanks. Well, really off of VTOLs, which will also count. So I'm counting on an additional supporting lance being there. That'll be mostly mechs. That's honestly my thinking. It was good. It was 1 million C-bills. I can make 1 million C-bills by selling most of the kit that I find off of these missions. Nah, we're good. I'll love to see the Firestarter in action. The Firestarter is going to be in the Howl's Heroes campaign, and it's not going to see action for a while, unfortunately. Still needs to be fully built. Second wave is Mechs and Vanilla. See? Weighted Lizard's got it. Thank you, Weighted Lizard, for having my back on this one. So yeah, now we actually have confirmation from other people. It's not just me saying it. But yeah, the second group is going to be mechs, which I'm kind of hoping will be medium to heavy mechs, and preferably Omni mechs that I can steal, because Omni mechs are good, and I'd like to have them. Although at some point soon, we're going to have to start looking into upgrading the Argo to have the 3rd mech bay. But yeah, the Burner Boy is over from Howl's Heroes, and it has been started to be constructed, but it's not finished yet, and probably won't debut until at least Tuesday. Lizard is your friend. Lizard is everybody's friend. But Lizard also tells only the truth. Didn't you know this, Sproke? He cannot tell a lie. By the way, did anybody catch if this was Urban or not? Because I'm really hoping that it is. Urban is too much fun to just give up on. It's so much fun. Urban maps with all the additional verticality and the ability to just wipe out half the city in order to change how the battlefield's set up also brings up some of the most fantastic cinematic moments. Because you'll be like jumping and battling around and doing all sorts of crazy stuff, and then somebody will miss and it'll blow up the building. And it's like, yes, this is the heart of BattleTech right here. Okay, please stop playing me clever. We don't know, Shade. We're about to find out. Also makes your mechs purple. Yes, it grabs this. Hey, so it was the mission type. It's not Clever Girl's fault for eating our mechs. And welcome, Shade. Glad to have you with us on the stream. Alrighty. It's almost a 5% chance. No, I think it's a 100% chance of the fact that it's one of those triple drop missions. Alrighty, so we have dropped on top of the enemy, which happens to be a Panther, a Cattle Master, a Rapier, which needs to die immediately, and an Urban Mech R7.
Talk to me.
Mama Bird. I don't think I have a shot, because the first turn everybody's sensors are off, right? I'm going to reserve. It's going to suck, but we must reserve. So hold on still. We'll figure out. I mean the one that getting the repaired, the Viper's Bay, but the Firestarter in Howl's. Oh, that one. Yeah, this is just a basic one, I think. So apparently we got shot at. I didn't see actually, getting shot at. I'm just going to reserve to the bottom because these guys are, well, better than me right now because the sensors are off, and so I can't hit anybody.
My sensors found something.
Hey, you missed me by 79%. So our sensors are getting good information off of the enemy. We also have a ton of ECM, which is going to be helpful in the near future. What did we do to that Firestarter? Does anybody remember? We didn't equip it with flamers, that's for gosh darn sure. I'm not entirely sure what we ended up actually doing with it. Rapier, going to shift off to the side. We are probably going to hunt that thing down and try and kill it. Exodus! It's time for the Lego. Lego cannot be contained. So he's just going to slip out right here, right to the edge of the building. Hey, it's a 59% chance. And you're a Rapier.
Confirmed.
Oh, you missed! And he managed to also miss in excellent style by flattening the building in one shot. We did something fun. Is Clever Girl another modular system in RogueTech like mission control? Clever Girl is going to become part of the normal part of RogueTech. It's going to be the AI improvements that they're currently working on to try and desperately save mission control. Mission control is amazing. The AI cannot handle mission control yet. And so Clever Girl is part of their solution to doing that. However, the 1.7 patch is taking a lot longer than they kind of figured because it broke a lot of things when, you know, they went up to 1.7. And so one of the things they're trying to get done is they handed out Clever Girl to people so that they could have the AI improvements, which, you know, is very much appreciated. I want to target on this guy because if we can kill him, then I don't have to deal with his crap. Shut off the small lasers, just keep things under control, except for the one. Hey, we're getting some good hits on that one. So he's been shouting. Oh yeah, I forgot. He's got a whole bunch of AMSs. Oh, take down the building. Yep, that's what he does. Oh, flamethrower. A lot of fire. Jeez, was that a fluid gun?
Armor's holding, Commander.
Yeah, it looks like a cattle master. So cattle masters do have fluid guns, right? Yeah, energy and unidentified. That could be many things. The Arctic Cheetah, I kind of want to just nuke somebody with, just because it's a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I keep putting a pilot in this mech that doesn't have multi-target. It is a problem. I should redo it. Oh, the accuracy is just brilliant. How close are we? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're in range. Let's not do that just yet, because I don't want to... danger close! We missed. We missed bad. So, the Arrow 4 happened to miss. I say take the time, make it good. Yeah, I think taking their time is the best path. They did try and release a beta recently, which apparently had some problems that their testers didn't manage to catch, which is a bit unfortunate. It's actually one of the reasons why I don't join the alpha testing thing, is because if I did, I would feel so obligated to actually, you know, do the job of a tester, and that would mean breaking stuff instead of playing through the game. And so I don't think I'm up to that task. Oh, they got an Urban Mech. Oh, he's got a lot of gunshots, so apparently that Urban Mech is equipped with a wreck. I'm still on 1.62? I'm still on 1.622. So that is where we are happy to be until they manage to get everything fixed. You don't have a shot, but you can get a shot in relatively short order. And in fact, what you're going to do is you're going to sprint to get kind of ridiculously close to him, actually. And you're going to position yourself like so. Hello. And you're going to see if you can't take out his leg. You do have the missiles for it, so make it happen. Oh, he shot down pretty much everything, but he's feeling rather panicked. Hello, Big Brick. Glad to have you with us. Looks like a rack 10. Only did 30 damage, didn't it? Can you get a direct line of sight, Mama Bird? Because you are kind of required to help save the world. You can't. What's your shot anyway? Not good. Get yourself up here. Let's go take a look at what's actually going on. 16% chance over there. 60 over here. Do we try and blow his leg off? Absolutely. Rock and roll that gun. Hey, he's dead. That's the right torso, but that should kill the pilot, if I'm not mistaken. Pilot incapacitated. Most of that mech is still intact. We should be able to nail it. I thought it did 60. Maybe I saw wrong. Maybe I saw wrong. Okay. Oh, apparently somebody got an armor breach. Who actually got the armor breach? Who did I accidentally shoot in the back? Arclight. Whoops. Let's get Arclight covered, because that's gonna hurt. I do need to, of course, kill this Urban Mech, because this Urban Mech has demonstrated that he's too dangerous to be let to live. Although I don't quite want to show my back so easily to the enemy. We're going to do something like so. Hi, my buddy, my friend, my pal. I have a whole bunch of shots. Oh, you just got triple autocannons. Oh, that might explain some things. My bird, Arclight. Yeah, Arclight got a little bit worked on that one. Incoming fire out of the Viper. Ooh, an accurate shot. I mean, from a single missile, but still an accurate shot. T-Bone, T-Bone! Let's get the Arctic Cheetah on the roll. You've already used and unfortunately missed with your special weapon, which, you know, somewhat unfortunate. Here are the tanks over here, but these are the mechs, of course, that we were trying to duke it out and fight with. Unfortunately, not all of them were a lot lighter than I thought they'd be. So, I'm going to be honest, not super thrilled about that. Fire. Left shoulder destroyed. Okay, it was a periphery rifle. That's why. So this is a primitive version of the mech. So it's not actually all... Okay, it is dangerous, as we saw when it nailed us 3 times with heavy rifles. He just jumped in place because, you know, he's feeling it. I'm going to ignore the Cattle Master for a little while, because the Cattle Master is even more periphery than this Urban Mech. Hi, Urban Mech on Urban Mech combat? No. Oh, yeah. A little bit disappointed that he didn't kill him in the one shot. He did make him unsettled, though. The unworthy Urby. That is an excellent way of putting it. Yes, indeed. The unworthy Urby. And here comes the Cattle Master. He's got a prod. Is he going to use it? No, he's going to use his flamethrower because he thinks that's what people want. He's wrong. The people want cattle prods, but still, he's doing his best, and I have to give him some credit for that. Punisher! The Mama Bird needs to finish taking out the unworthy Urby. Let's completely annihilate it. And you can light this mech on so much fire, I don't care. Fire! And it doesn't exist anymore. Just, it's pink mist. Sorry I missed the last few streams. Oh, that's alright. We did miss your presence, but it's great to have you here now, and it's not like anybody's complained. He's no flying urban. This is true, he's not a flying urban mech. As for what you missed, we managed to get our hands on the Viper, which is excellent. So that allows us to now be hyper-aggressive about certain things. Oh, and Cougar having a jump jet allows it to hop out of this painfulness. So we'll bounce out of the flames. And we'll shoot you in the back with all of our weapons, because we can. So yeah, we managed to get Viper his Viper, which has been lovely. We've equipped it with heavy medium lasers and a snub-nose PPC. Although we are in the market for a couple of heavy larges. If you happen to find a few, we'd like to get our hands on them, because they happen to be quite useful pieces of equipment. They are apparently the best laser in game according to Sprogue's math. I'm not sure how accurate Sprogue's math is, but I trust it to a certain extent. To a certain extent, yeah, that's about as accurate as I can get. We'll swing on over here, see if we can't shoot him in the side, blow up half of his mech. And he's not as dead as I was kind of hoping, but we need to get the headshot on that. Was my Alice and Mech Warrior online last night trying to teach a friend of mine the game and tied to an Urby. Just couldn't target it. Yeah, the small mechs are really hard to kill. Let's get the Viper going. The Viper could also take somebody out. In fact, if the Viper could... We could. We have that power. I don't see it though, but we have that power and I intend to use it. With great power comes great city flattening capabilities. Target the large corporate building, shut off one of the medium lasers. Do me a favor, don't hit Mama Bird. You missed by 7%. It's a building. It's a 15-story building. How'd you miss that? Sprogue Mech works in RogueTech. Yes, indeed. Target? No, not the good enough heat. I want to flatten this building before he gets to move, and that will require heavy large lasers. It's going to be fun. We'll shut off the ER medium just to keep temperatures under control. And sure, let's tag the building. There we go. Bringing down the house.
Target destroyed.
Yep, the target is destroyed and he's on the ground. How much fall damage did you take from that? Oh, he's feeling really, really, really unsteady. Let's go see if we can't annihilate this guy for the rest of what he is. Target in there. I will shut off the large pulse. That's not going to be enough. The smalls, all the smalls, everything. Oh wow, apparently those are generating an absolute metric ton of heat. Large pulse only, can I manage that? I can just barely manage the large pulse only. Fire. I was really hoping he would explode into a fiery ball, but apparently that's not on the menu today. And he can't move, so we will in fact not move him just to get him under temperature. Because I don't want to actually break him. Mommy Bird. Got booted out of Twitch. Well, welcome back. We're always glad to have you with us. Okay, so you are incredibly vulnerable right now, and Lego has a Gauss rifle, so let's put 2 and 2 together and equal 15. Or, you know, 70. 70 works too. Managing to rip off most of this mech, so he's not having a very good day, although I think he's going to probably move now at this moment. So, or the Cattle Master could stand up as well. And there is Sprogue with the little Lego emote, which, by the way, if you subscribe at the $5 level, you get access to that. I don't know why I'm, going through all of that, but hey. And Wreckgar and Weighted Lizard are there too, representing. I kind of low-key would like to see if we can get 3 more subs, but I don't know if that's possible. Alrighty, so do we have a shot? I think we do. Oh, we absolutely do. Let's see if we can't blow off his shoulder. Just because it's offending me, I suppose. There we go. Left torso destroyed. That manages to blow up the entire mech, it looks like. So he's been taken care of. Yes, all the little urban mechs as they march forward onto victory with their silver bullet Gauss rifles. It's beautiful. Just a beautiful sight. Alrighty, mech gets to respond. It is going to be... Oh, it's this thing. You see, Ivan, when you're firing all the debuffs. Right. Oh, and it's a Hetzer. That's a terrifying combination. But yeah, you see, Ivan, when firing all the debuffs is something you should avoid it. Drixham has recently upgraded his Chameleon and Grasshopper with 4 heavy larges, max armor, 4 improved heavy jump jets, and only generates 3 heat per alpha. Now that's amazing. Yes, you see, Ivan, when you generate when to firing all the debuffs. Yeah, this thing is kind of scary. I don't really want to deal with it just yet. It's not really scary. It's so much as that is probably the best way to put it. Because all the debuffs are in fact going to come for you. See if we can't get a reasonably accurate shot as we walk over here in the middle of the flaming street. Double tap! Oh, it did hit him with the Gauss rifle and 1 of the shells, I think. How are we dealing with all that heat? Probably through a function of exchangers and heat sinks. T-Bone, you get that Arctic Cheetah in close range and you make him hurt. Because that's what we're all looking for here on this one. Just fire on through. And he's gone. So we've dealt with the support lance, which I'm going to be honest wasn't quite as dangerous as I was somewhat hoping, but we are going to be able to handle that. And the Viper will move at maximum speed and hopefully be able to kill all the debuffs. Although we are kind of ignoring the Hetzer for now, which is going to be potentially painful. Fire everything, we'll go over the heat line. So we didn't manage to hit him with the PPC, but then we missed with the 2 heavy larges, which is somewhat unfortunate. Yeah, quadruple fluid gun and a pair of fast cam grenade launchers. Oh god, we got to stop that immediately. Proto heat sinks, Nova fire control system exchanger, and heat bank. Alright, let's run in here. Oh, do I not have a shot? Oh, Mama Bird has a shot. If she goes right there, it's gonna be an obstructed shot. Can we trust Mama Bird not to shoot our own mech in the back? Well, maybe if we were a warlord. So let us activate warlord and we'll go full in on this one. It's only a 23% chance, but fire! That could have been our mech, but wasn't.
I'm here.
Arclight gonna slip on over to the side. Does not have a shot. I thought Streak LRMs had an indirect fire mode, but they apparently do not. We're just gonna continue to sort of hide Arclight because it's very, very dangerous. Calling it. Nope, did not get hit. Did not get touched at all. Although, you know, the Hetzer might come in and change that very, very painfully. But we are underneath heat thresholds, and we only have an indirect line of sight, which is unfortunate. So we will target UC Ivan when they're carrying all the debuffs. And we're going to lob a couple of missiles his way. Get us further under temperature, and we did manage to get 2 missiles with that one. Apollo needs a new pair of pants. He's fine. I mean, the building next to him, not so much. And there's probably some rock dust on top of him because of that. But hey, what's a battle if you don't knock over a few buildings? Alright, let's see how the enemy will respond to the following amazingness. I do want to kill this thing immediately because he does have fast cam, which scares me considerably. It's quite dangerous, and I want to remove it from the field immediately. No targets looks like with the Lego, which is very unfortunate because Lego loves getting targets, especially when you put its silver bullet Gauss rifle to work against them. Sounds like added spaced armor. Yes, the building was spaced armor. Demon tank coming around, not quite sure what it's equipped with, but apparently some... Oh, yeah, I think they're running through their own mines, so that's lovely. T-Bone! Let's bring T-Bone's Arctic Cheetah around. I'm not going to danger close artillery this because that would be not intelligent, but I am considering firing a heavy large laser into this. Oh, the accuracy is so good. Fire.
Roger that. Firing on target.
You still managed to miss with the heavy large laser and are now cooking a little bit. Demon is a Gauss tank.
Getting pretty high.
Oh. Oh, that's bad. That's very bad. We don't want to deal with that. I mean, we want to steal that, but we don't want to deal with it. We're going to get right up on in here with Cougar, because Cougar should be able to have no trouble just absolutely blitzing. So, Ivan, what were you saying about all the debuffs? That's what I thought. I love the little extra secondary explosion that it gives. That just makes it sound so much more proper in the way that things should have been dealt. The Viper is cooking a little bit, which is a bit of a problem. It's a 60-ton tank, which is going to mean that it's going to be quite not caring about what I'm about to do. Shut up, both heavy, medium. So we still have the snub. Let's fire the snub. Hey, sensors impaired. That should help us keep it alive. Oh, it's a fire truck? Yes, it was. It was a fire truck. Now it is no more. Lego's still having no target, but Lego will be able to deal with that in the short order once he finally comes around this corner and is actually able to do anything. Arclight similarly has no target, but Arclight is not looking to get a target because Arclight is currently down to like 5 health on a leg, which we're trying to avoid. Punisher, probably not going to have the angle. I mean, it is quite a long run to get there, but yeah, I didn't think so. Can you actually get a target on anybody else? No, it doesn't look like it. So what you're going to do is you're going to come up front and maybe you will distract the enemy because honestly, the Mama Bird has probably the best armor and defensive capability of all of our mechs at the moment. Thank you! He fired at the Viper, missed and hit the Demon tank. He hit the Demon tank so hard that he almost blew it apart with Inferno ammo. The Demon tank is now running away like a coward as it should be. Okay, that ain't Gauss rifles, son. That is pirate PPCs. I think you've done more damage to yourself than the enemy has done to you. That would be an accurate statement, but then again, so has the enemy. Hey, it's an Azula. I hate this tank. I had to fight this tank in Saturday's episode, the second part of that mission that we did the other night for 2 bloody hours. And that tank has so many gosh darn chaff launchers. It's just like, I despise everything about you. Since we can't actually get in behind anybody, we're just gonna, move forward at a relatively rapid pace. Can fire at the Demon tank, which apparently is quite vulnerable to the back. Fire everything! Oh, you missed, and you didn't hit with both the autocannons, so there is that. Gotta give credit where credit is due. But I do want to get to the Hetzer, because the Hetzer is quite dangerous. They're not super well armored Hetzers, but they're still quite dangerous. So we're going to line him up. We're going to activate all the things. Yes, we're going to cook, but who cares? Wait a second, was that an AC-10? It is an AC-10 incendiary. Okay, never mind. I'm not nearly as scared of the Hetzer as I used to be. The Arctic Cheetah can run. Does the Arctic Cheetah have... It does have a line of sight of that target way in the back. Guess what we're about to call artillery on. Not you, but you. Fire. Hey, good shell. Decent effect on target. Mine warning. Yep, they dropped mines on themselves accidentally, but we've mostly dealt with it. I'll gladly accept the derpy dangerous AI over 45 minutes of overly dramatic hunchback rotating in place. Yes. That hunchback has a deep and dark backstory, and he needs you to hear about it at length several times throughout the show. To the point where you just want to kind of kill him, but you can't really do it because it's probably one of the better characters in the game, and it's like, I know that he's just a total idiot, but come on, we really kind of have to just put up with him. And yeah. Alright, let's go see if we can't target the back of him. Can I get my temperatures under control? He has an open back, which is why I'm not using the heavy smalls. Although, that would be more damage. I can get all three? Come on. No, I can't. I can get two of them, though. Fire. And there he goes. So we no longer have to deal with him, although unfortunately we blew up the double heatsink kit. At least it's not a thumbback. That thumbback actually works. I mean, it's built. It's in-game now. So I don't know how well it's going to actually work, you know, in-game as a thing, but we've got it. Let's see if we can't crack his armor open. So we did hurt him quite badly. Anyone know if I should build a Marauder 5L or 3R? I forget what the difference is. This is why urban maps are the best. So he's managed to flatten yet another building after missing that cougar. So he has managed to not hit any of us so far. He shot the back of the demon tank, which got killed, and then he missed us and flattened an apartment tower block. And the Azula coming in with all the blinding chaff flare bullcrap. Oh, I hate this thing so much. The 3R, is that the one with the triple ballistic mount in the shoulder, or is that the one with the double ballistic mount in the shoulder? Arctic Cheetah has to pass through a minefield. There are things that we can do about it, but I think what we're just going to do is we're going to kill this Hetzer. Do I have a direct line of sight on the Hetzer? I do. It's a really good one, you say? So I can fire everything? Okay, fire everything. Did we not fire... I didn't turn the heavy large on. Such a derp. We're going to bounce on over here. Keep the Arctic Cheetah protected. Also give him an obstructed shot. Avoiding the mines like a genius. We are, of course, tactical geniuses all around. The Cougar can probably just come up to this Azula and just blitz it for everything we have, because there might be a sufficient amount of firepower to actually kill him. There are flames along the way. Ooh, we have... Did we go over the heat threshold this time? Well, we're about to fire everything, because I think I can kill him in this round. I think I can kill everything in this round. Can't eject ammo after moving. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, let's get the temperature back under control, which means no shooting anything, I think. Oh, we can probably get the large pulse on. Yeah, large pulse, fire away. I don't want to accidentally cook the mech, that would be bad. The 3R is amazing. Which was the 3R? I can't remember. A flashpoint just awarded you an Irby Lamb? Aw, I'm jealous. The Usagi is about as close as I've ever come to making an Irby Lamb, but it is not an Irby Lamb, unfortunately. We'll back up one more step just to make sure that we actually get accurate fire. ECM protection going down. And hi, I've got really good accurate shots on you, and I have a Gauss rifle. Okay, so the Azula is not having a good time of things so far, but I think we might be able to take it out this turn. I hope we'll be able to take it out this turn. Lego! You have a target, please, Lego. Or I could shoot at you. It's a Hetzer. It's got an AC-10. Who cares? Target this target. See if we can't. There we go. The Azula is gone. No more of that shenanigans. We have taken care of it. 3R has 2 ballistic. 5L has 1, but 1 more laser.
Commander?
I was fielding... I think I was fielding a 5L when I was playing Mech Warrior Online, and I used a heavy Gauss rifle in it. Because that is what I liked to do, was just all the heavy Gauss rifles all the time. Alright, let's torch this sucker. Or, you know, okay, there you go. I was about to say, or you could miss everything. But yeah, I used a heavy Gauss rifle and then just a whole bunch of medium lasers or medium pulse lasers, one of the two. And it worked out okay. I mean, it wasn't amazing or anything, but I liked heavy Gauss carriers and I liked Marauders, and Marauders are quite tanky. I'm not quite sure what I did with my 3R. Maybe that was the one, it's dual AC-10s or something like that? Or dual LBX 10s? So, ran an Irby with an AC-20. Ah, yes, the standard R60L has a single ton of ammunition, almost no armor, and is incredibly vulnerable and likely to die. Although, you know, you can do other things with it in MechWarrior Online. Give it the biggest engine you can possibly cram into it, Endo and Pharaoh, and then you can make it work. I've never seen an Irby land, but I can't help thinking it's not like a cocaine with wings just falling. That's what I think about it every time. Arctic Cheetah taking that shell right to the center torso. Managed to get through quite a bit of armor too. The Locust took the most amount of damage though, thanks to the Mama Bird accidentally shooting it in the leg, which, you know, didn't work out great. Alright, stuff for sale. Unfortunately, it's all crap. It's terrible, terrible crap. Heavy PPC cap pirate. Interesting. So, heavy PPC just, this one can fire in triple modes, right? Tabs fast charge, scatter blaster, the capacitor exchanging reliability for accuracy, or shotgun-like shot. So, heavy PPC, safety's been removed, capacitor straight up wired into it. If you feel it's too fast, it will overload and shut down if you're lucky. So the weapon stability, damage and stability falls at a 50% starting value at long range. Weapon has a recoil of 2, stacks for 2 jamming. High energy capacitors discharge violently for 100 damage when it explodes. And improvised weapons stats grants unique fire modes incompatible with PPZ capacitor. I think I like it. There's also, of course, the light PPCs, which we have found that we do actually quite like a lot. It's a fun piece of equipment that you can do. Finally a tagger! Give me that gosh darn tagger. You do not take that tagger from me. Alright, Endo Steel, primitive, pirate engine. These used to be so good. They're not anymore, but they used to be so good. Fuel cell, because that's what we're all about. And ultralight gyro, not super fan of, because the ultralight gyro reduces your increases the amount of damage you take. What's a tagger? The tagger is like a whole bunch of tags that are combined together. It actually does 8 damage. And it's not as long range as the tagger, but it also gives you like tag capability. Laser integrated tag. Yeah, kind of. Stealth X armor. We could use that. We already have one of those. Why haven't we used it yet then? A whole bunch of AC-10 kind of ammo. Flak AC-10 ammo because, you know, we field just so many VTOLs. The AI feels like they have to do something or they can't catch up. Could pick up some fast cam mortar shells. 2 mines per projectile, 4 minefield radius, 25% mine trigger chance. That's interesting. Do I have any ARC stuff? I have 1 narc beacon. I could grab the haywire. Any double heatsink bundles? Oh, yeah, good point. We should be looking for those. I don't think I saw any. No, it's just normal heat sinks, unfortunately. And then, of course, the fuel cell for whatever that's going to be worth. 220 rated fusion core is actually not terrible. Do you know only normals? Yeah. And I think we had endosteel? Oh, no, we're out of endosteel. Grab the endosteel. Endosteel is useful. Thunderbolt missile, I'm not... What? Tonnage 1? Is this a single shot weapon? Weapons carries internal ammo and can explode for 50 damage. So I can just mount a Thunderbolt missile onto the back of a mech. What? This is an interesting idea. Just a thing, it's like a rocket pod Thunderbolt missile, which is not necessarily a bad thing. That's interesting. Do I want it more than the Endo or the Tiger? I'm out of Endo Steel. I still have some Glide. Ultralight gyros are great? No, they're not. And the reason why ultralight gyros are not great is because they have a 30 stability threshold instead of a 40, and they have plus 20% stability damage taken. It's XL gyros that are great because they just take additional additional slots, but the ultralight gyros are dangerous. Flakers ammo, like anything killing gunships faster. They're not a major problem for us just yet. So we got the Panther, the Raven Part, the AC-10. We also got a pair of light rifles, which are worthless. We got the ultralight gyro, anyway, and a whole bunch of light rifle ammo, which is totally ignorable, and we're going to sell it at some point because it's not at all important. So, yeah, but other than that, not horrific, not amazing, but not horrific. We'll be able to move on to the next battle mission after just a little bit of short repair time on the Locust because we accidentally shot it ourselves. Ultralight would be sweet on a lighter mech. If you get shot, though, it's so easy to knock you out of being aggressive. That's my problem with it, because you've got minus 10 stability threshold. That's significant in my opinion. So, and then you take 20% more, so it's like you're always running over rough terrain. I was hoping you get the retractable blade. We don't really have a melee mech. None of our mechs are really rigged for that. None of them really have the arms for it. If you get shot in the light mech, you're dead anyways. No, that's not true at all. I mean, just look at the urban mech. It gets shot all the time. Heck, look at the Locust. They got shot by a bloody Gauss rifle. Better trained pilots, the better your ultralight gyro. Yeah, still get shot. I think you people kind of overestimate just how aggressively evasive my pilots are right now. Later on, they will become untouchable gods, but for now, not so much. Another 30,000 for the next 5 days, so that'll allow us to chill out for a bit. We should hopefully be able to cut that down a little bit, just so we get everything sorted out, although that Locust is going to take a while. Let's go check it out. Yeah, everybody took some bad damage on this one. Locust is going to take 2 days, and the Cougar will take 2 days. Everybody else should be relatively quick. This will actually be 1, 2, 3, 4 days of repair, which is a bit unfortunate because I do want to get that fire starter out. So we will wait for one. Oh, Clan Wolf likes us. That's cool. We're not joining Clan Wolf. Hello, Invader. Welcome to the stream. Yes, the party can indeed start now. You have joined us, and great fun shall be had. Clean eyes of the pilots and no change. Unfortunate. And all of our pilots are done. All of our repairs are done. Flashpoints are no longer available, but who cares? So we are 9 days away from the fire starter, 8 days away from the commando, and 6 days away from repair scaffolding. So there's that. That was how we built Puff the Magic Dragon. Let's do a quick check of our base. I don't think we have anything, but I do want to do a quick check of it just to make sure. Yeah, nothing is in bright green. So that's totally worthless. Do we have heavy? Yes, we've got the Loki and the Sun Spider. Today is the comfy small stream without the YouTube scrubs. Oh, that's making me feel bad now, bro. No, I just don't think... I think the maintaining numbers of nearly 50 people watching this stream was a bit of a stretch. Oh, Arclight's managed to level up. That's lovely. Arclight can pick up the additional max evasion or the 10 heat threshold or a recoil? Yeah, this is a recoil, isn't it? Yeah, this would allow the Arclight to be a little bit more aggressive in an attack mech instead of, evasive. In fact, I'm going to grab that. Arclight may end up taking over other pilot duties. Coach is fine. Ek is fine. Exodus is fine. Oh, Exodus can pick up guts. Rekgar came from YouTube. See, bro, not everybody relies on that. Although they should have the Twitch alerts on. If they don't, well then, there's not much I can do about that, actually. It's okay, forgive me. We started on YouTube, bro. That's where we began. Mopping up for another battle. It's only 2 of 9. Which, what do you guys think? Should we take this one for maximum cashimum, or should we go and try to grab all the salvage? Madcat 2C with 2 hyperlasers and a BFG 9000, which is a pirate version of the railgun. Yeah, so we can get ourselves completely destroyed. What do you guys think? Cash or stuff? Stuff is always preferred, but then again, it's only 2 of 9, and we've got a lot of cash. Sprogue's like, give me the dosh. There's the dosh, love. What game was Killing Floor was a lot of fun back then. Yeah, I think we may have to go in for actual payment on this one, just purely because we need the money. So we're going to go in that, fill in most of... I appreciate Lego, but Lego, you're not part of the Yay Lance. So Lego can be driven by Arclight, or actually no, Exodus, so Locust. Still going to be in the Locust, little Arclight, so we'll get everything and redeploy. Laurendale's down for the monies. No, we do not split. Split is terrible. You lose so much cash when you split. It's bad, and you get so little salvage. It's awful. Take the bread and the butter? No, but the problem is you only get the crust of the bread and like that dry rind of the butter or whatever it is when the butter is actually starting to spoil. Needs Vegemite. Vegemite would be a 5 of 21 salvage mission. That's the Vegemite. Because those are the best missions. Not that I actually have ever eaten Vegemite, so I can't really compare, but I have been told that it's perfectly fine. Jam only? I'm not sure what that means. Oh, jam only. Nah. Gotta get that jelly. Totally never organic jelly. That's the good stuff. Or also cream cheese on bread, but really cream cheese you want on bagels. Bagels and cream cheese are probably the best combination there. Although I'm a plain bagel kind of guy. I mean, there are people like, oh, give me the onion bagel or the everything bagel. It's like, dude, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning, dude. Like, do you really want your breath smelling like onions for the rest of the day? Just don't spread it down thick. You get none, that's the problem. Oh no, sorry about the Vegemite. Yeah, then it becomes a little bit too much, doesn't it? Or so I have been told. Although, yeah. Now would be, of course, a good time to shill. I'm trying to find that right little balance of shilling and, gameplay talk. But hey, it is starting to wind down to the end of September, where all subs at the $5 levels are half off. So if you're looking to support your favorite creators, it is currently only going to cost you $2.50 for the Tier 1 subscription. All of that will go to the creator instead of the normal $5 for this month. And if you have an Amazon Prime subscription, you get to be able to you get a single sub for free. I normally put mine towards Critical Role, and I actually would totally encourage you to put it towards them as well. There are D&D games are just phenomenal when you get a whole bunch of voice actors to play D&D at the same time. It tends to end really, really, really well. And so far Critical Role has, I'm just the biggest fan of the initial adventures of Vox Machina. Gotta admit, I'm not as big of a fan of the Mighty Nine, but seriously, Vox Machina alone is enough to subscribe to them for it. PJ contributes nothing. Oh, don't be mean. Let's see, and you're sitting here. But yeah, so if you want to support people, those are options. Other great ways that you can support, and really this is probably the best way you can support right now, just share the video. Tell your friends about us. Send them links to our stuff on YouTube or just the Twitch channel in general. Let them know if you've been having a good time with us, and they can make the decision on their own. Really, that is the best way to help a new channel start to grow, and we are still a very much new channel, although we have been doing YouTube for about 2.5 years before we started making the jump over to Twitch for streaming, which has been a lot of fun, and if I'm completely honest, it's probably been a lot more fun than it is on YouTube. Just because of the way that it interacts. Plus, we get little emotes, and that's a lot of fun. Also, YouTube is kind of crazy at this point. They're going even more crazy, so being on Twitch is probably a little bit better off in the long run. So there is the enemy off over there. We don't really care how we destroy them. We just care that we want to destroy them. Probably from longest range and annihilate them. PB&J is every American's childhood. This is 100% fact and truth. Every American will tell you that. The PB&J plus sometimes an apple in a brown paper bag brought to lunch, and then you bought the chocolate milk in the cafeteria. And that was the way you went to school. Sometimes, if you were a little bit lucky, you might be able to, buy the school lunch. Mondays was pizza. Taco Tuesday was totally a thing, and I used to just drown my tacos in the school hot sauce. I used to also drown my, like whenever we had like chicken fingers, drown that in hot sauce. Whenever you had spaghetti, you just cake on the Parmesan cheese. Like, oh. I'm actually getting a little bit hungry thinking about it. School lunches. Everybody always used to complain about it. They're not as terrible as people think that they used to be. So we've got a primitive hunchback, a rustback, as we started calling them over on the Discord, and then also a chameleon, which is actually kind of dangerous, although a perfect training mech. But we're going to focus on him. Thank you, Lightfoot Paul, for hosting my channel. I really do appreciate it. How have you been? How you doing? Let's open fire and just bombard the crap out of the enemy. So, what have you been up to? What do you normally stream on your channel? Do you normally stream on your channel? I'd be interested to know. After all, you are hosting us. So I'd love to hear all about what you and your people do over there. By the way, clan invasion. Clans are the ones getting invaded. Well, I never said which direction the invasion was occurring. No, did I? You'll have to go to the other side of the map to get clan parts now. Well, in general, the clans deserved it. Although we are supposed to be fighting for the clans on this one. So that is, oh, that's the chameleon. All right. So we're only running into 2 mechs so far. Can we get the Viper in close enough to actually do anything? I'd love to. We'll run through the geothermal, which won't have an effect because we're only going to be firing the PVC. Oh, missed even by 9%. We use Vegemite to torture front stories about drop bears. Hey, the drop bears are real. Don't lie to people. Tell them the truth about the drop bears. I can't even hide free birth bias for a moment. Oh, come on. We all know that the clans probably deserve it. Fire Gauss official.
Say goodbye.
Ooh, missed by 50%, but still got relatively close. But my Mad Cat 5L, Clan UAC 20, 2 medium pulse lasers, an AMS, and a medium laser and a tag, Guardian ECM, and a Hairgel 3 to keep this mech's hair slick. I don't know what Hairgel 3 is. You're going to have to explain that one to me. I assume it's a fantastic joke that I just don't understand. But yeah, Clan UAC 20. It's going to be a lot of fun at close range, and reasonably weighted too. We very briefly in our Rippers Rumblers campaign had a dragon with a UAC 20, and it just ripped the ever-loving crap out of everything. Oh, the auto repair thing. Oh, that's cool. I don't stream, but I am a mod on a Coke channel, so someone might see you. Well, I do appreciate it. It's really do appreciate it, Lightfoot. Now that you're along with us and hosting us, hopefully people over on there will also see us and say hi. Clients deserve to get routed by those lovable Curetans. Well, according to text, Curetans are all assholes, so I'm not sure anybody quite deserves that. Although I gotta admit, I do have a bit of a soft spot for Curetans. The good Curetans, not the bad Curetans. There is actually a difference between those two. And Jamie Wolf would be the first to tell you so. So, looks like it's just 2 so far. Oh, no, there he is. Got another hunchback. Missed by 59%, although that looked awfully gosh knuckles. Cretans have to get in line. We're currently being flooded by Tortugans. Yes. Tortuga comes along. We come for you. And we're going to get right up on top of you. I'd like to actually bore into you from the other side, but I'm going to put up with this for now. Not particularly great accuracy. I think we're being jammed. Oh, we got some good shots on that one. And we broke his gyro. Well, we critted it. So that has been mostly taken care of already. Typically, Eric. What about me? T-Bone, time to get to you on the roll in the Arc Cheetah. And let's see what we can actually hit. Decent accuracy, not good accuracy, but I don't want to call it... Oh, we've already used it. Okay, that's fine. And there goes most of his mech. The right arm has been destroyed, apparently, on the opposite end of the mech from where we actually already started boring into them. Mama Bird, this should be sort of your bread and butter. This is like what you do. We need to get better sensors on this mech. Fire!
Roger that.
And there it goes. I love it. It's gone.
Battle mech down.
Alright, perfect. So now we get to move on other people. The Cougar is reasonable at long ranges, actually. It does the job pretty okay. I'm going to start hitting the other Hunchback because it's also a Rust back and they're nice and easy to kill. A couple of channels makes more sense than Monty Cook channels. Well, you never know. I was envisioning some sort of Coca-Cola advertising channel.
Got it.
And I was there thinking we had a Coca-Cola. Yep, see, Sprogue. Sprogue's thinking of me. It's going to start with the Pepsi memes. Yes, because that's how we get ahead in life.
Firing all weapons.
And missed by 12%, but close. Still came close. If they were a little bit clustered together, we may have hit somebody behind him. A little bit, unfortunately, we didn't. 33% of the enemy units already destroyed. Are you kidding me? There's got to be reinforcements. At a 2-skull, there will be reinforcements. Double rifle. Cannot touch the Arctic Cheetah. It is too fast for you. Although you did start a fire, so I got to give you credit for that. Or maybe I shouldn't be giving you credit for starting the fire. Like, because seriously, that is not okay. You're starting ecological disasters. Oh, getting the streaks off as well. Managed to nail a couple of shots. Now Pepsi. Pepsi had a standing army at one stage, really? I think we had a drug dealer. Oh, you people with your... Start singing the song? Which song? I don't know the song. Which song are we talking about here, Sproke? So we did manage to get another couple of good hits on the Hunchback. He started to become a little bit... She don't lie, she don't lie, she don't lie. I was wondering how he could keep his job. Well, clearly, Pepsi or Coke is looking to get involved in MechWarrior. After all, MechWarrior 5 is coming out in a couple of months, so they want to get on that advertising bandwagon, certainly. All right, Exodus on the way. Let's get you starting to sprint forward as well in the Lego. So Lego will now begin to engage from the proper range. Far.
Locking in all
You missed by 32%. That was the second miss. I don't know. This chat is getting too American for me.
waiting on you, Commander.
Nah, American. No, we got a resident Australian in the chat. Can't be getting too American for you. Zip on over here, say hi to the Chameleon, and hopefully get some accurate fire going in here. You managed to miss at point-blank range with that heavy large laser. That is incredibly disappointing. Jester, can you follow up and, support this a little bit? Because, you know how it works. Nobody else can actually do the job unless you're in a Cougar. That's terrible. That's also pretty terrible. Fire. I'm going to fire at it just because there's less of a chance we'll shoot the Arctic Cheetah in the back. Yeah, because it was a barter system with the Russians. Us English need to fight back. I sometimes forget that Lorendell is an English lumberjack. Hunchback slipping over to the side gun at open tap. Once again, not able to touch anything. That's the fault of all Rustbacks. They are terrible mechs until you rebuild them. Because once you rebuild them, Rustbacks they're basically Hunchbacks. Which, Hunchback's solid platform. You can't knock the Hunchback too badly. Get up close and personal. And there we go with some accurate fires on that. Arclight, are you going to be able to do anything in support? We can only hope so. We'll sprint over to the side, continue to engage that Chameleon with our long-range skirmish fire. Our mechs will get overhauled, looks like walking coke-ins. This is true. We English... Oh, Questing Bear also English. So the English definitely representing in chat. We've got 23 people in chat right now, and so far at least 3 of them are English. So there is that going for us. Keep the fire on the Chameleon. Dude, not cool. Like, seriously. Are you serious?
Commander.
Oh, he knocked out the gyro. Did you take out the leg? He took out the leg. One shot. That's all he did. Oh, that was great. I regret nothing. Fire! No longer have an obstruction in the way. Oh, okay, that push on forward, that was great. Alrighty, Apollo. Apollo, go save some. Actually, no, Apollo is perfectly distracted right now. There we go. More lots of damage, blowing up his heavy rifles. He's got nothing left. He's toothless. Now we can engage other people. Exodus, do me a favor. Don't shoot the Arctic Cheetah. Dear God, Exodus, you haven't hit anybody all turn. You're making Lego look bad. And you don't want to make Lego look bad. You don't know how angry Lego gets? You mean Danger Close? Danger Close would have been if he had lobbed his own Arrow 4 on top of himself, which he's done before. It was rather awesome, actually. So, unfortunately, the enemy now gets to shoot at my Arctic Cheetah on the ground. And, ooh, what's in this right arm? That's what I thought. Okay, good. He guarded in a trench because he's an idiot. Okay, so we're gonna... Where's the Cougar? Wait, the Cougar's down here? Oh yeah, the Viper's up there. Right. Just run through all this. Hi, I've got another shot at you.
All weapons are go.
And that's digging for you.
Target eliminated.
It's our language I'm ready.
What do you
And here we can go starting to lay the beat down. I saw an unobstructed shot. It was a sighting, an unobstructed shot too. You're not going to steal it from me. There it is. Okay, so we're up in here, but we've got streak LRMs. Who cares? 65% chance accuracy. And he's feeling a bit stressed, as one might do when you've got no weapons left anymore and, you know, you're a hunchback with no guns. Alright, I think I'm going to just hunt you down.
Good to go.
Stand up, the Mech. Please, just get back on your feet. And try not to lose that arm. It's an important arm. It's a very important arm to me. So you're just going to move into cover for a little bit of extra damage reduction. You can't hit anything, but that's okay. We'll get you patched up good as new. Just you wait.
What's up, boss?
And now we'll run you along the side. Actually, it looks like we can just walk you into his... give me back to Apollo. We'll walk him into his back. And probably just pop through his rear armor because, you know, at the end of the day, he's hunchback. He bailed! Okay, we're getting on that.
Damage.
So you are laying down the beat down and mostly to the enemies. Yes, mostly to the enemies. Alright, so successfully accomplished. Lots of money besides. Unfortunately, no bonus mission objectives, which is a little bit sad. I would have liked bonus mission objectives. Would have been a lot of fun. But sadly, we will not be getting any extra cash for that one. In fact, we are going to be penalized a little bit for our drop cost. And also for fixing the leg on the Arctic Cheetah, which, you know, has taken a bit of a walkabout. It totally wasn't the Gauss rifle. No, it's fine, guys. There's nothing wrong with the mech. 919,000 minus another probably like 300,000 for the fix. I'm telling you, googly eyes. Hey, we got a heavy rifle for whatever good that's gonna do to us. Got no more objectives. We had enough of winning tonight. Hey, we're winning great. It's fine. Light damage only. There's no serious concern. Every time I see the Viper, it looks like it has no head armor and makes me think the pilot should have no protection shooting a pistol at the enemy. Yeah, we've got a armored cowl on that thing because we know it's going to get tight. Gonna be tense in the barracks. Yeah, although nobody really wants to take Punisher on in a fist fight. They're all afraid of him. They know just how deadly that son of a bitch can be. It was a glitch in the targeting system. No, Punisher was sending a message, clearly. He's Punisher after all. No glitch could possibly be in charge of him. He has taken care of it all. So, now that we've managed to accomplish yet another mission as we roll on forward, we're just going to have to wait a little bit of repair time. I don't think there's anything actually broken on that mech aside from the leg, so we may not even have to, you know, fix anything. We take out most of it. No, it's the Punisher. Indeed. The Punisher has been just incredibly effective ever since the very beginning, way back in Starburst Sardaukar, before he got his head blown off by an AC-20. Yeah, that was the first time he died. I think the second time was also his head got blown off by an AC-20. He seems to eat AC-20s pretty bad. 4 days for the next 66,000, which is not exactly terrible. And it's just the Arctic Cheetah. Hey, we'll be able to work on the Firestarter for a bit. We needed the pilots to have some downtime anyway. So, quick check of the mech itself. See if it's actually broken. Punisher can only die to a turret or a mech or a headshot. Always a headshot. Oh yeah, he's got to fix his actual leg. So what you're saying is it's not friendly fire, just a rigorous HR intervention. Yes, that is exactly what we're saying. There could be no other interpretation. Put that leg back on. He'll be fine. Although that came close. We would not want to lose this entire left side, which contains 90% of our systems. He has enhanced imaging, and I never use it. Confirm and fix it. We'll get this mech back and rocking and rolling in short order. So, manage tasks, go up a day, there we go. 5 days until we will be able to field another one of our mechs. Although T-Bone did now take a massive injury because of that, so somewhat unfortunate. Do we want to just wait for the... We'll wait for the Firestarter.
Network orders complete.
Repair scaffolding is done. We'll come over to engineering. We have 2.2 million Seabills, although we spend half of that on other things. And in order to get the next tier, I need to get this, don't I? Right?
All systems nominal.
Thank you, Korgas, for following us. Glad to have you on this little adventure of ours as we rock and roll. I think you're number 102. So awesome, you're in the triple digits. So let's see what we want to do. This will be 720,000, which is a little bit much for my taste. Yeah, we'll go with the 90,000 scaffold repair. So that way we can hopefully get access to Mech Bay 3, which weighs like, or costs like 1.2 million Seabills. So one way or the other, we'll be able to get things out. Go check on the barracks as we actually see if anybody's actually ready to go shortly. Apollo's good. Arclight's good. Coach is fine. Ek is okay. Exodus is fine. Jester is fine. The Punisher can get guts. Apparently he was lacking in guts, but now he has the additional heat threshold. Not that it matters in the mech he's driving.
Waiting for
And Ronan, your time in the sun is not yet, but soon. I want to see the fire starter in action. All right, Ronan can get. We'll finally level up Ronan. I was gonna leave Ronan sitting there forever, but no. All right, let's come over on to Argo. Have we waited for the fire starter yet, or not yet? Not yet. 3 more days. 3, 2, 1. Settle. Tying up loose ends. We'll kill Rance where he stands. That's how this works. Whenever we get that event, kill Rance where he stands. He's trash talking the family and he betrayed us. All right, let's go see what I actually did to this fire starter before we actually try and do something with it. Fire starter, what did I do to you? You have a 210 radio fusion core and a gyro and endo steel. What do you actually got? MRM 20 with improved MRM ammo and triple medium laser. Interesting. Oh, quadruple medium laser. Okay, so that's not as bad. I could drop these and replace them with a single clan ER large laser. What do you... Oh yeah, he's got stealth armor. Right. Sprog, what do you think about dropping all 4 of these medium lasers and throwing in a ER large for the clans? That would be an interesting addition to the group. And he's 60 for 68. It's RogueTech. Is it really now? He's only got a single ton of MRM ammo, which is somewhat terrifying. Oh, this entire mech has to rely on just 10 shots out of that MRM 20. But hopefully that'll work out. Sprog is on it. He doesn't feel it. He's not feeling the love. Let's see. We got an improved fire control system, which is... Oh, we've got nothing in here, have we? Oh, we did. Okay, so he does have an improved fire control system. He's got nothing in his cockpit, but he's already got a +1 gunnery cockpit. He's got an IFF jammer, which is supposed to help out with his Angel ECM. That's not a terrible idea? Yes or no, Sprog, and make your decision quickly as I currently cycle through the rest of the list. We could throw on a light house rifle. Let's see, do I have any actual MRM ammunition? This will be an important question. MRMs. We got Heavy Hunter Killer. Sprog, you never run heat neutral mechs. No, Sprog doesn't run heat neutral mechs. I do. That's the difference between us. We may end up throwing a better targeting system onto us, but this will put us up to 8 mechs. We are another 3 days from the Commando being built. We built the Commando, right? Yes, we did. So we're going to wait 3 more days. 1, 2, 3. There we go. All right, we have the entire Lance. This will be the first time we get to drop the entire... I can't call it a company, but I guess it is. We get to drop everybody on this one. All right, so contracts. Let's go do something. Man has a point if we end up being too cold. Swap 1 medium laser for an ER medium laser. We'll deal with that later. Okay, so clearly we need to take one of these 2 skulls. A capture base, a defend base, or an assassinate. Let us assassinate some leaders. 3 of 13 salvage assassination. Oh yes, please. All right, let's drop in the entire company. So we have the fire starter, we have the commando, we have... Or no, the Lego. Then we have the commando, and then we have the locust. Do I have enough pilots for this? Yes. Maybe. Ronan gets to drive the locust. The commando... Actually, no. Arclight can be in the fire starter Lego with coach. And that means Ek gets to drive the commando with his 4 gunnery. Yeah, that's what we've got. Let's deploy. Pasta shifting to Nicole's mech and shoot the Punisher in the face. That would not end well for him. Remember new pilot Ferrari? What? Oh, too late. We've already started to drop. And that's only because he doesn't have multi-target. He's got tactics and shoot and scoop, which is useful. It's an evil fire starter. I love it. If I had incendiary MRM ammunition, can you imagine that? Even if it just had a 2 heat per missile, that would be potentially 80 heat. We could barbecue almost anything. Is there even Inferno ammo for MRMs? I actually need to figure that out. Yes, that's a reminder. Yes, thank you for the reminder, Sprog. We appreciate it. It may have been late, but hey, it was there. Alright, so yeah, we are going to be dropping... This will be the first time that Apollo's Vipers is actually dropping the full 8 mechs, which is going to be a lot of fun. So I'm definitely looking forward to this, and hopefully we don't break everything. That will, of course, be kind of important on this one. Because if suddenly we field everybody and then everybody dies, then not great. But then again, we did take an Insurgent Leader Assassination mission, so you never quite know where this one's going to go. Hopefully not too terribly. Hopefully we can actually pull this one off without taking too much damage. And I think we might have an okay combination of things. We've got 2 medium mechs, and then everything else is lights. So 6 lights and 2 mediums. So maybe that'll be enough for a 2-skull assassination mission. Pray to her, Jesus. Ah, yes, we make sacrifices in his name. And cue the Benny Hill music? I hope not. Benny Hill music would imply lots of punching with clanners, and that's not something you want to see. See, this is something you could put in the stream title, it being a full 8 mech drop. See, Sprogue is trying to make my titles a little bit more clickbaity. He thinks my whole classy, like, oh, it is RogueTech, the clan invasion, which sounds like some sort of television series. No, Sprogue is like, he wants all the clickbait and, you know, arrowy titles and that sort of thing, which makes sense. I'm just really slow about it, and I get kind of... Then we hear the banjos, and we need to worry? No, if you hear the banjos, then you know the Inner Sphere showed up along the way. See, Sprogue, I can make a joke about the Inner Sphere being bad. You can take that one to your grave now. But yeah, so 3 of 13 priority salvage is going to be pretty helpful on an Assassinate. This could be a heavy. We have a Loki, and we also have 2 parts to a Manul, which is a Sun Spider. So if we manage to run into another Sun Spider, try and keep it more or less intact. More views for me? What about more views for me? Although I do appreciate any more additional views, that's always wonderful and lovely. Speaking of which, if you are one of the 25 people currently watching the stream and you haven't followed yet, well, now comes one of your few chances to be within the top 150 people. So yes, we just recently today crossed over that 100 line. Virgil himself was the subscriber, although his name was much longer than that. Actually, let me go back to see if I can check to see just how long that name was, because I was like, oh my god. Where was it? Activity feed, drop down... It was DMC5 Virgil Ryan Miller triple ones. We're going to go triple ones because that sounds just a little bit more impressive and cool. Well, I won't believe how many mechs we're dropping is legal. Yes. Legal, question mark, on sexual, question mark. Because it's RogueTech for clickbait titles. That's how we work. But yeah, and the other and I'm not even going to bother chilling the other things. We all know that it's September and that all subs are half off, and that if you've got an Amazon Prime subscription, you get one for free, so we don't need to go into any of that. Although we can, of course, go into the, hey, if you're watching this and you have friends who like RogueTech, send the rest of them our way. We could totally use the additional people who could look our way. After all, we're not one of the major awesome channels like Baradul, who's crazy and amazing, or Tex, who has a voice like the gods. No, we are just a little tiny baby channel growing up, and we would always, of course, appreciate the increase in that sort of thing. Only in America? What about America? America is amazing. Don't you believe it? Is Spinny stuck? Spinny is not stuck. If Spinny is spinning infinitely, then you've got a problem. If Spinny is just sitting still, it means it's taking a little while, which makes me think that we're going to an Urban Warfare map, or at least I hope, because if we crashed after we finally drop all 8 mechs, that's gonna suck. Hopefully it's not, though. Everything appears to be fine so far. I don't get cheaper subs? What do you mean? Like you don't understand it, or you don't have them? Oh yeah, because it's probably doesn't apply to Australia. That sucks. You'd think that they would do it for everybody. Because that would make a heck of a lot more sense just to me. But yeah, if you're in the US and probably Canada, though, you're in the EU and you get it? Interesting. Maybe it's not a PAL region thing. Okay, we're going to give this just like a couple more minutes, and if it doesn't show up at that point, then we're going to see about restarting. Which, you know, unfortunately... September's not only, it's 9/25. We've got another 6 days in September. Is it 6 days or 5 days? The first is Tuesday. Today is Wednesday, so additional 6. Yeah, we've got 6 days. Wait. 5 days. Yes, we have 5 days left in September. So clearly that will be fun. Hopefully, anyway, cross your fingers on that one, because you never quite knew. Alright, I think it might be dead. Let's go check. Let's go Control-Shift-Escape. Brings up the menu, still shows it there, but I don't believe you. End task! It's dead. It's dead, Jim. Alright, so now that we have ended the task and we can now go in and go check things out. September is over? Really? Oh, that sucks. I wanted cheap subs. September didn't even last the whole month. How depressing is that? I think marketing rarely thinks logically. This is, of course, true. We will show... I'll be right back, even though I'm still here. We'll just go with that one because it sounds like it's way cooler, like we're actually getting stuff done. Although I gotta say, I would like to get my hands on an Ebon Jag, because the Ebon Jag is a fairly cool-looking mech. Sure, it doesn't get slot things. Remember, internet is 20 years behind everybody else? I don't know. Maybe not. But yeah, if September's only, then we gotta stop telling people that September is a thing. After all, people will think I'm a liar. If people think I'm a liar, well, then I have to tell them I'm actually a guitar. But hey, who knows? Alright, so loading back up mod tag version 0.7.2, and I would show you this absolutely amazing dynamic loading screen. Unfortunately, it's not nearly as dynamic and amazing as my I'll be right back screen, which, you know, is really cool, actually. I'm quite the fan. I was confused about how to fit the extra mechs in the Leopard. I'm gonna guess that you strap them on the outside. That's about the best we can get. Don't insult our Coca-Cola marketing guy. Exactly, that's how this works. Yeah, the fact that we have 8 mechs on that Leopard is, yeah, it's a little bit doesn't work. Jockstrap to the outside of the Leopard, or maybe hanging from it, or maybe if they're really small mechs they can share a bay. But yeah, it doesn't make sense, unfortunately. Lore-wise, it's a problem, but apparently they're going to be doing a lot more interesting things about it. Not quite sure what they're going to be able to pull off, but they say they're going to try. Or at least maybe, potentially, in the end. After all, they have a thing now about having aerospace fighters, which I'm not quite sure how they intend to implement that. Is that means the Leopard's actually going to be able to start attacking people? Hey, I saw a clever girl loading. That's cute. And getting everything loaded on in, and we'll switch on back to the scene so you can see them. Oh, you can't see the amazing dynamic loading screen. That's unfortunate. Finishing up, and the game is now loading. I'm so happy that all 24 of you have managed to stick with me. There were actually 25, but one guy was not cool, and he left. Mumbird and Irby only take one spot. Yeah, we have actually seen that. Oh, they take up the exact same spot, and nobody can tell you otherwise. Career, Lud. Esteemed Lud, the career Luddy. And we'll do pre-mission insurgent leader. Stock's career is, of course, our special career, which we did for other things that you're not allowed to see. Actually, no, you saw it if you caught our Avatar lore breakdown video, which was basically me reading the TRO. And yes, I understand. Probably not the most fascinating television ever, but we will be changing it. It's a type of rope in Australia? Wait, what? Oh, jockstrap? Remember pilots? Yes, you are in fact very early. I don't know if I want to... I don't know. Do I want to? Yeah, we should probably switch it for the Cougar's pilot, because we don't really use the multi-target of the Cougar. It's very much an alpha build. The only reason we use the split target is purely so we don't bomb ourselves with the arrow, which is always unpleasant, to say the least. This Sprog is very early. He's not late. He's no late here. So he's managed to get it properly, and we do appreciate it. So, no lateness. You see, Ivan, when you bring all the debuffs... Although, I really kind of wondered what else we could have actually found on that thing if we had actually let it shoot us. We know it had fast cam grenade launchers or mortar fours or something, which was an interesting thing to get shot at by. Luckily for us, he managed to miss every single one and bombed himself, which caused all of his vehicles to keep destroying themselves as they ran through the mines. But still, it would have been an interesting thing to discover. You're gonna go brush your teeth? Well, yeah, I suppose now would be the best time. After all you can see is the black depth of the void as the game loads rather slowly. A little bit slower than normal, I would say. I probably need to go in and clean things out a little bit. Run the save editor and have it clean up all the saves. Because it just builds an absolute infinite list that just gets worse and worse and worse. But yeah, as it finally comes back to the company in 3, 2, 1, no. It didn't work, but we all tried it, and we all felt like it was going to work. But hey, the spinny thing is actually moving, and it's not actually froze. There we go. Hello. Everybody say hi to Apollo's Vipers. They're back. Time to rock and roll.
Hey, Commander. Pull up a chair.
No. I will, in fact, take command of some other things. Insurgent Leader, Assassination. Give me all the stuff. And we will swap out... Yeah, Exodus and Cougar are totally swappable. So Jester can now drive the Arctic Cheetah. So we'll bring the Firestarter. We'll bring to Urban Mech, to Commando, and Locust. And that will put Run in the Locust, Ek in the Commando, Coach inside Lego, and then Arclight in the Firestarter because she's the best pilot. And we'll see if it works this time. Now I have this accurate image of a mech with a perma-mount AC-20 on the lower torso. Okay. Multi is amazing with breaching shot? Yeah, it can be. Especially if you have multiple Gauss rifles and there's a whole bunch of light mechs who are not moving all that quickly, and so you can just hit them one after the other and just have a whole bunch of fun with it. At least that's the plan. The hope. The dream, in fact, even if you are feeling so inclined. And I think that I am. At some point I do want to get my hands on a Nightstar. Like, we got to drive a Nightstar for our Howl's Heroes campaign. Test drive went up yesterday, actually, where we actually test drove 2 different mechs. One was a Catapult with MRMs and lots of them. The other one was a Nightstar, which happened to have a pair of twin Gauss rifles, and that was a lot of fun to actually roll with. We basically walked up to the enemy, which planted tungsten rods at them at hypersonic speeds. Yes, they did not enjoy that experience very much. I think it was an Enforcer who finally got ignited. Let's not go there. Let's not go there at all. We will stay away from that sort of thing and talk about big stoppy robots destroying each other. Yeah, so the Assassination mission. We've managed to get ourselves through several battles today, which is always fun. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a huge fan of the facility assault missions. Like, first of all, turrets are terrifying. You don't actually want to deal with them too often, as turrets tend to rip you in half. And if you're about to get ripped in half by turrets, well then, yeah, at least you can salvage some from turrets now, so that does help out a little bit. Allows us to nab all the cool gear. Oh, good. Begin mission. Let's roll. Let us rock and roll. Alrighty, so they have given us information about the insurgent leader. He is way over there. Was that a Jaeger mech? I should have tried to zoom in to see. So the entire company has dropped on a single location, and I am somewhat concerned that some of them may be stuck. Lego is up there. You can get down. Is anybody, like, trapped?
I've got your back.
Okay, no, we're good. So Mama Bird is fine. So we have local supporting enemy forces way off over here. We have enemy reinforcements way off over here. And then we have the supporting lines right out there. So we're going to go for the supporting enemy forces because they're basically isolated. Although it is quite the trip. So we're going to sprint on around and see if we can't just go after them first. Roger. So Mama Bird on the roll.
Keep your eyes peeled, Commander.
And Apollo, gonna keep things going as well. Okay, good. Looks like we're not being trapped just yet. But we're going to see if we can't dive on top of these supporting forces first, crush them in detail, and then continue to move across the rest of the map and the universe.
Let's go.
So not stuck anybody. That's lovely to see. And it does appear that our fire starter is stealthy and deadly. So the Locust 2C, not being as quick as Locusts often are, but that's because it's carrying a pair of Streak LRM 5s, which has proven to be quite effective. And the Commando. I'm going to also try and just get on forward. The Commando is, of course, much longer range fire support. Has an XL inner sphere engine, so that is a little bit dangerous. We are going to have to keep that in mind as we continue to aggressively push forward onto the enemy. If we don't, it could very well potentially end up in the entire mech exploding, and that would be quite less than ideal. Arclight, how fast are you? Decently speeded. I mean, I can't say you're going to win any awards with that one, but you're fairly quick. So also providing the electronic countermeasure as well as being stealth, so hopefully the enemy will not be able to see us nor do anything about our great speed and aggression as we continue to just cycle around. Also stacking up even more electronic countermeasure because it's going to keep us all alive. Are we going to be able to even get over there before they actually intercept us? Because it is quite the trip. Although Apollo might be able to do it. Apollo is stupid fast. He's got like a 300-something rate of fusion core and a 40-ton mech. It is rather hilarious. Firestarter looking to try and keep up with him, utilizing the stealth technology to be avoided while also scanning for everything. I think it has a big electric probe in it as well as the Angel, or is that another mech? I might be thinking another mech. We'll keep on the roll. I like to take high Seabill payout base assault or defense missions just for the Seabills because I can blast through everything as fast as possible, not worry about loots. Makes those missions seem easier. I like the stuff. I'm too attracted by shiny objects that say, hey, this is a Gauss rifle that you could potentially get. Now invest in the mission. Because Cyber Mech put a 400 radiant fusion credit. Wow, how fast is that sucker gonna go? Can you then add mask into the mech? Or would it be TSM would be more appropriate? Shut off all of the heat sinks and just start trying to burn the mech. Set it to the perfect TSM level and run as fast as you can.
Talk to me.
Alright, Mama Bird, you are slow and falling behind. Actually, no, not really. You're fairly quick. It's a Stormcrow after all. Stormcrows are fairly excellent cavalry mechs. He's a Magpie. Alright. Keeping it up, more or less. I mean, it is a little bit slow, but granting ECM to everybody as it moves, which is always lovely. More movement coming from the enemy, but we want to hopefully ignore them for just a little bit as we all sprint on over towards the initial supporting forces. If we can get them taken care of first, oh wow, triple ECM protection going down on everybody. Where did they go? Where did you go? What's that? Yeah, I didn't see him. Jester. Yeah, time to get your Arctic Cheetah running forward. You're quite quick, and you have really good sensors. Hey, we've identified the enemy. It is a Wolverine. I think I may have sold a Wolverine recently. Fire only the heavy large.
Affirmative.
You missed. Oh yeah, I forgot. I also aimed the tag, didn't I? Luckily for us, the tag was on target. Managed to nail the Wolverine just a little bit. So that's good. We've already gotten a little bit of pressure down on the enemy. Although they should be able to start seeing me with LRMs. Looks like they're all clustering in the... Ooh, 69% missed by... What are you? Oh, the Wolverine, okay. I didn't know if you were an additional mech that had shown up. Apollo! You might be able to get in range. I mean, you're pretty good at that sort of thing. It's just running blisteringly fast. We have identified a second blip. What is a second blip? At least I thought I saw a second blip. Apparently not. 2%. And this is... Yeah, don't bother. 2%, not worth it. Someday we're going to have no salvage playthrough. All upgrades from the stores only. Okay, that was triple heavy larges. Maybe mediums. I'm not quite sure what that was. Oh, that was a Wolfhound RX who just fired triple large lasers of some description at me. So we got to get on top of him and figure out exactly what he's doing and then hopefully steal all of the stuff from him. They may actually not be heavy larges.
How can I help?
Although I have to admit, I am somewhat disappointed. The heavy large laser sound effect in Mech Online
Ready to run.
is way, way better than the one in this game. I wonder if they can actually rip the audio from that. Or at least the one that from the pack that Barrett uses. Because I watch his daily dose of Mech Online, and he's done heavy large laser builds somewhat recently, and just listening to the big deep bass in those lasers is a lot of fun. Keep the Lego going. It's probably not going to be involved in this combat for a little while, but once it does get involved, it should be able to have a decisive effect on the battle. Firestarter also attempting to keep up, providing its ECM coverage to everybody it can manage. On to the enemy phase. How are they going to respond to our sudden aggressive movements off over to their corner? Well, the Cougar needs to keep up for first of all, granting even more electronic countermeasure for everybody in the range. Although our scouts are a little bit extended, but that's somewhat okay so far. I believe the Arctic Cheetah has an electronic countermeasure system of some description on board, which should help us keep things mostly in one piece. More incoming fire, managed to miss us, 73% by, which is always lovely to have to deal with, or not as the case may be. I do want to figure out what you are. Oh, we got another vehicle. A Vedette. Alright, AC5, ignorable. Take you upside down. And more incoming fire on the Viper. No connections, unless it was fast cam, in which case we're in a lot of trouble. But I'm going to hope that these 4, 5, or 6 evasion that we got. Hunter light support tank. Okay, these are actually kind of dangerous. Although I'm really mostly worried about the Wolfhound. Because the Wolfhound, whatever it may be, is potentially the most dangerous target. Alright, Exodus.
Ready for orders.
You're not going to get in range, are you? Oh, no, you will, with your LRMs. See what we got. 0.9. Yeah, you're not in range. Maybe sometime later. Somebody is providing electronic countermeasure, I believe. Either that or we just have terrible sensor locks on everybody. Ek can bring the commando on forward. And Ek will also get a range with the heavy large, or not the heavy large, but the ER large laser. And yeah, we'll shoot at you. Missed with both shots, but we generated only a tiny bit of hit. So it's not the biggest of problems so far. We have things mostly under control. Arc light. Let's see what we can do with the Firestarter. We need to actually get in close in order to use this Firestarter effectively. It's mostly designed for close range combat, providing ECM to everybody. 3% was the best I could see, but it's not going to cost me anything to do. Although I'm not going to fire the MRMs just because I don't want to waste the ammunition. I've got 10 shots. There's a lot of targets. We got to make sure that it actually does something. With the Wolverine under a little bit more power, we're going to have to get in nice and close so we can start jamming them a little bit more offensively. That'll make it even harder for them to connect to us, which is always ideal. 18%, 21%. Yeah, I'm not going to shoot anybody in the back on this one. We're going to wait. We gotta wait until we get visual range and we start really making accurate shots. The Locust, on the other hand, gets to shoot whenever it wants, however it wants, because it can't miss. So, the only possible way that it can miss is the fact when it doesn't shoot at all. The Wolverine gotta slip on down a little bit. Open fire. It is a 6R Wolverine, has a medium laser, did not connect with a Viper, so that's a little bit lucky on us. We should be able to dive on top of them and be very aggressive. Apollo, it's time to go. So I'm just gonna rush right on up here. Now we have an identification on everything. And not great shot. Even worse shot. Terrible. Not good. Okay, so you're the best shot I've got at the moment. I'm going to shut off one of my heavy larges just to keep the things under control. Because I don't want to get the heat expressed too much. The bar of the pilots looks nice. Well, I thought of a great name for the Firestarter, Drop Bear, because it's 6 jump jets stealthing enough to kill anything. Drop Bear could work. Yeah, we'll do that. Once we get to the once we get out of this mission, remind me of that, and we'll swap over the name for it. Unless, of course, it gets damaged, in which case it'll take even longer for us to actually get the name down for it. But this kind of feels like one of those battles which may end up taking a long time. Just because, you know, it's an assassinate and there's 3 lances we've identified so far. Oh, did you just sit still? Were you stupid? Oh, he's got he's got a radical heat kit. We gotta steal that. Everybody forward. We've got to steal it. It's ours. We saw it first. 32% and you didn't move. Fired him. Looks like we got a hit, I think. Wasn't really clear. Yeah, we did get a hit. The Viper did not get touched on that. Jester in the Arc Cheetah. We'll rush on forward as well. We're going to get ourselves into the jam a little bit. I don't want to walk into that, but I also don't want to place myself in a position where I'm going to shoot somebody in the back. Good accuracy, better accuracy, fire. There we go. Structure exposed already, so now he's having a bit of a bad day. Although it would have been a little bit better if he had managed to hit the head first. Kill the ECM guy first. Yeah, the problem is the ECM guy is also our loot pinata here. We want to steal all of his stuff. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to go about this, because I don't want to let him, you know, get away. Now, the Wolverine's nice, but the Wolverine's just another 55-ton mech. So picking it up would be an excellent pickup. I mean, Wolverine's a pretty solid mechs, especially if you can get a heatsink kit on it. Oh, it's a Vedette AC-2, so it's not even as good as a normal Vedette. A whole bunch of machine gun fire managed to miss us, although a pair of missiles did manage to connect, which is somewhat of a problem. We have EC-7 too. This is true, but I want to make sure that I've got things mostly under control first. So, and that will involve probably killing this Wolverine. Although maybe if we're lucky, we can kill out his side torso. Do you have an XL engine by any chance? Would you be so equipped with an Intersphere XL that I can just, you know, annihilate out of existence and then steal 4 of your stuffs? One has hope, one has dreams, and one will hopefully succeed in the long run. So let's see what it is that we've managed to pull off on this. Nothing so far, although I keep seeing icons off on my right side. I don't think those are completely accurate icons yet. Somebody went jumping over there. Hopefully we can deal with this before they actually manage to get over here and have us have to fight multiple targets. I'd rather be outnumbering the enemy than the other way around. I wonder how the enemy is currently feeling about the total reversal of fortunes, because normally we're the ones that are completely outnumbered, but not this time. Or at least not yet anyway. I mean, we will eventually once all of our mechs sort of stream in together. There's a little bit of a speed difference in several groups of these. Alright, we rolled from the top. Jester. In the Arctic Cheetah. I don't think I want to use him for that just yet. Can I bring the Cougar on in?
Good to go.
Nah, we're going to have to, and I don't want to. Oh, enhanced imaging. Activate enhanced imaging. Enhanced imaging on. Also activate electronic countermeasure. So we're going to be super aggressive about this so I can just put on additional firepower. We have managed to open him up a little bit. I'm kind of hoping that he has an Intersphere XL engine, which if I tear this thing off, it'll save the rest of the mech. Although that will, unfortunately, be a bit of a problem once we, you know, kill him. Right. So, point blank range, on top of the target.
Let's move.
High.
Engaging target.
And target acquired. He is under pain, and now he should be open for multiple people to take longer range shots. We're just going to sprint on in, hopefully get a shot on that Cougar. Not accurate. Also not accurate. Why don't we shoot anyway? Oh, we got a crit on his radical heatsink kit. And 2 shot down by AMS. Not sure who's packing that, but that could be a problem. Managed to use it. Yeah, it's especially mad because one of the mechs that is up there doesn't have any other ECM for support at the moment. Commando got to rush on forward. Hopefully get a line of sight that does not intersect with the Viper and shooting him in the back. Not the Wolverine, but the Wolfhound. And we're going to fire everything we got at it. Well, we missed with the large laser, but the pulse lasers managed to get a couple of good hits in. Come on, you want to panic and eject. You are terrified and fearful. No, he's not. He's feeling aggressive and proud. Although, if I can take him out before he can do... Oh, no, he's going to run away. Is he going to face away from me? Oh, he's facing away from me. All that bracing is not going to matter if you're facing away from me where I get free shots into your back. Yeah, the gyro hit is not all that useful just yet, but if we hit it a couple more times, we can break it, and then it'll have him fall over nice and easily for us. Enemy movement going on. They're starting to get in here. They have a Condor laser tank already on the way, and I haven't even killed one of these targets just yet. We also have other targets moving on forward. Well, that does mean that they've strung out their primary targets so far. So that'll help out a little bit. But I would like to wipe these guys out before anything else too spectacular can happen. Apollo! Yeah, it's time to well, not super aggression. We want to kind of save it. I do want to save it. I mean, I want it to keep intact. Get right up close, personal. Target, it's only 40s and 30s, but we're going to fire everything on anyway. Okay, another hit on him. Unfortunately, he's not falling over, so he won't be panicking anytime soon. We gotta get some more accurate fire on top of the Wolfhound. Speaking of accurate fire, Ronan! Time to call you forward so that you can do all the inaccurate fire that I was just talking about. No, that's even worse. Fire at the Wolverine, it's a 43, I can't give that up. Okay, who's got the AMS? 7 shot down by AMS. Is this a Wolfhound? Probably the Wolfhound, actually. Punisher. Right, so Punisher, what you're gonna do. You have active components to utilize. You're just going to rush on forward.
Roger. Full throttle.
You could target him, but you're not going to. Oh, the accuracy is just absolutely abysmal. So what you're going to do is you're going to multi-target. You're going to target him. You're going to target him. And the reason why we're doing this is I want to make it so that my Gauss rifle will actually hit the broadside of a barn. And split fire.
Roger.
Oh, we got it. He did have an interfered. Oh, wow. Punisher just nailing both targets. does not even care. He has all the capability in the world. We'll rush the Firestarter on closer. We might actually have the accurate shot that we need. 59% for the improved MRMs. Let's rock and roll. And it's dead. So that was an excellent little round there. Firestarter knocking one out, opening up another, followed up by the Stealth Firestarter, the Drop Bear. The Drop Bear just able to completely annihilate and open another mech. So that's a 55-tonner, which I think just gave us 4 parts. So if we have another Wolverine, which I don't know if we do, that's going to work out quite nicely. The enemy is on their way here. The Vedette is falling back, but it's only a Vedette. So it's got a, it's got an AC2. It's an AC2 Vedette, which is even worse than a normal Vedette, which normally has an AC5. What are you? Ooh, we've got a Dervish. I like Dervishes. Really? Oh, it is. That's cool. Coach, we want to steal that Dervish if at all possible. So, blow its head off. Use your Gauss rifle. I believe in you. I don't believe in him that much. Come running on forward. We're in the ECM protection. 26 and 26. Fire. Oh, nailed it. Just did not care. Perfect. And blew him up. There you go with the Lego. Just long range, took aim, hit the target, and annihilated it before it could do anything. There goes the Hunter zipping across the top of the screen, opening fire on the Viper a little bit more. They recognize the weakness and the danger of the mech.
Damage is light.
Yes, the Lego coming in with that long range through armor critical, I think, and just killed the Vedette in one shot with a Gauss rifle. That was a 20-something, like 28% chance to hit, too. I almost didn't take the shot because he's so low on ammo, but I figured, hey, what the heck. Condor coming onto the field. He's now active and ready to rock. Let's see what he wants to do with all them lasers, because I think he's got like 8 of them. So we will turn to face and engage. No, considerably fewer lasers than I thought he did. That's a lot fewer lasers than I thought he'd. Inspired, as one is wont to be. Yes, let's kill this Hunter. So I'm just gonna slip in here behind you. Don't even worry about it.
Let's do this.
He didn't kill him. Okay, so you had more weapons, closer range, and better chances to hit, and Lego managed to kill his target, and you didn't kill yours. That is so very classical Leodama. Punisher?
How can I help?
Yeah, you have other more important things to kill, so just move over to start engaging. Good accuracy, not good accuracy, but I want to kind of save the Dervish. Oh, just beautiful. It is a thing of beauty watching the Stormcrow act. Just absolutely terrifying. How are the chances to hit her so bad? Oh crap, I need to shut off the advanced imaging on the
Yes, Commander.
on the Arctic Cheetah before, Oh no, it's fine. Okay. I'm gonna turn the ECM back on though. Because I don't need the ECCM anymore. I'm not gonna use it if I don't need it. Alright, let's get ready to annihilate somebody. Do I want to kill you? I really kinda don't. I think I want to start killing the Condor. Because the Condor should be vulnerable as soon as it figures out how we're doing. Yep, we swapped it back on over, so it is now on electronic counter or just electronic countermeasure. So ECM state, something like that. So done. Okay, he can move now. Lovely. Keep the pressure on that Condor. Hi, I have a lot of lasers. You don't have a lot of health. Match made in heaven. All right, so we've got him taken care of. Although there is that warrior up there that we do want to be somewhat worried about, because warriors can contain several dangerous weapons systems. Generally not. It's normally either an AC2 or a pair of like SRM4s. So. There's a glitch that can kill the pilot with the cockpit base equipment that will not show the percentage happening. Oh, thank you, Invader. We'll get him turned off immediately. Because that would be bad. Yeah, because I don't want to lose my pilot. Jester's a very good pilot. And if the cockpit equipment imaging systems are not telling accurate information, that would be even more bad. Let's come over here, and we've got decent accuracy on the Javelin, decent accuracy on the Wolfhound, Warrior, Dervish I want to save if at all possible. Let's see if we can't kill you. I will shut off this and this just to keep the heat under control. And it just spam me with fire. Javelin doesn't have a whole heck of a lot of armor. We should be able to take care of it in relatively short order. Let's see what the Firestarter can do. And it's not going to be able to get it. Firestarter will not be engaging in this round. Shut off the MRM. It's too dangerous to utilize at the moment. And we'll fire a pair of ER mediums. It should reset if you wait around to turn it off. Okay. Coach. Let's see if you can go kill somebody else. You've proven that you're really good at it.
I got you.
So ECM protection, 32, 32, and 51 on a Vulcan. Oh, I like Vulcans. Fire.
Now let's see how you handle this.
Missed by 27%. So that is typical.
That didn't hit.
But no, by a country mile, unfortunately. Commando, with his large lasers, should be able to have a fairly decent shot on their target as soon as we can get it. Oh yeah, that'll be beautiful. Fire. Wow, you missed a lot with that. Still, starting to get that damage down on the Javelin to make him extra vulnerable. Ronan coming in with the Locust 2C. And the Locust 2C, if I can get a side angle shot, that'll work. Keep the range open and just continue to blitz on this Javelin. This poor little Javelin up front. So we do need to get more electronic countermeasures. Stop shooting gas all over friendly shoulders. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. The Lego wouldn't shoot anybody in the back. Again. That'd be, no. It'll be good. Alright, let's see what we got. We're trying to Lego allies. Alright, bouncing on forward with the Vulcan. Opening fire with his Ultra AC-5. Not managing to connect with the Cougar, which is lovely. Don't think he managed to hit the Lego either. No, Lego's fine. But we do want to take care of this guy because I like Vulcans. I don't know if I sold the Vulcan parts or not, but Vulcans are cool. They look so spindly and scarecrowy. So 75% of initial force have been destroyed, although the 25% remains has no back armor. As soon as I can just nail that Hunter light support tank a little bit more. Lego Mago, yep. Hunter gonna move around a little bit. I may end up ignoring it because it's not all that dangerous anymore, and I can use the Viper better in other places, although it may be used just coming around and make sure I'm finishing him off so nothing happens. After all, the Viper can remaneuver quite easily into multiple locations, so it's not exactly the biggest problem in the universe to actually deal with. So. Pardon me. Alright, so once the enemy has finally discovered exactly what sort of tactics they want to take as they come after us. Lego my baby Echo. Okay, was that the commercial that they had in Sweden? Alright, come on enemies, you know you want to bring it on. Or maybe you don't, maybe you want to surrender and retreat, although you have 2 medium mechs which I would like to get my hands on. Specifically more the Dervish, more than anything else. Apollo! Yeah, kill it. We're gonna have you waste your time over here and take care of this.
Let's see how you like this.
There we go, okay. Initial supporting force has been destroyed, so that's the first one off the field. We've got 25% of the second group destroyed already. And now Mama Bird can crest the hill and start doing some really dangerous damage.
Roger.
Hi, I have an ultra autocannon and a gas rifle. I believe that's an excellent way of introducing yourself. Just state exactly what weapons you've brought on your mech, because then you can demonstrate to the enemy why they are screwed. Oh, it's an Owens. I recently fixed the Owens, so I don't have to worry about that bug. We need Exodus with the Cougar. Exodus is just going to waltz up right here and just annihilate this guy. You're dead. I'm going to buzzsaw you, and you're not about to live anymore. There we go. Point blank range fire. That's how you do it. Yep, the imaging cockpit on the Arctic Cheetah will be taken care of.
Yep.
So Jester is not up yet. Surprisingly, Jester has rolled fairly low, actually, in terms of, moving quickly. I want to get closer than that. I want to get really close on you.
Got it.
Because I have a stealth technology, and you are so dead. Probably didn't even need the MRM on that one, but I wanted to make sure. You always got to make sure when it comes to flyers. You never quite know when it'll be difficult. And the Locust TC can start sprinting around, being a little bit more aggressive and open, shooting at the enemy wherever they see.
Move order.
EC and protection coming down. That's a fairly decent chance of shooting that Wolfhound, but I'm going to take it. More good hits on that Wolfhound utilizing the streak LRMs. Got the Firestarter. The Firestarter is very interesting. I'm quite happy with that, actually. It's like a Super Jenner. Like a Super Jenner 7D with full armor. It's a great combination of things. But yeah, a very solid mech. It's really the best way to describe it. That MRM-20 is very helpful. I wasn't quite sold on it, I don't think, when we initially did it. I like MRMs, but I was concerned. Alright, Arctic Cheetah, shut off your imaging cockpit. Deactivate the enhanced imaging so you don't die. That is always preferred. And we will activate even further. Make sure that we reset the targeting systems so we can actually see the enemy. And multi-target time. So we're of course going to target you, but we're also going to target you because you're off in the corner, and you could use a little bit of love.
I copy.
So hit him with the heavy large laser, structure exposed, and managed to damage his leg quite badly, and then we laid the shells down on top of the dervish. That is lovely. I need to get more tag arrows. Apparently you can only match 1 to a mech according to Talendale, so we're going to have to try and get more, because it's a single ton to be able to drop 60 damage on someone every three rounds, which even if you split that into 3 rounds of the damage, it still means that you're getting a medium laser DPS out of it for a single ton, which seems to me to be an excellent exchange. The commando is starting to heat up a little bit. It's probably going to have to, get that under control slightly. But we're going to run on over here, target you. I will shut off the medium laser, which did not give me any. How about the ER? ER gets me under heat.
Target acquired.
Oh wait, no, that was my large laser, wasn't it? Whoops. Oh, it gets us under heat. By the way, what do you... Oh, you're the Owens. We don't care about you just yet. Owens normally a pair of LRM-5s, if I recall correctly. So I'm not exactly worried about it. Rush on over here with the Lego. Lego, take aim. It is your enemy.
Engage target.
And left arm destroyed. So that's one way of doing it. I mean, his left leg was the target, really. But yeah, that'll work out. We'll take you down with the power of the Silver Bullet Gauss rifle on an Urban Mech, which is actually working out fairly well. Do you still have a 60 rated fusion core? And no, it's got a 130 rated fusion core. I thought it had a bigger fusion core, but I wasn't certain. So 130 rated fusion core, Climax engine, and the Dervish deciding to stand still. Don't do that. I mean, maybe I'll get lucky and I'll blow its head off, but it's decided it's not going to use its plethora of weaponry. You made it fast? What do you mean? So a pretty decent amount of firepower. Oh, I made there. I'm not going to field an Urban Mech with a 60 rated fusion core on this field of battle. Yeah, fast-ish is about the best way you can describe it. It is one of our slower mechs still. But no, I'm not fielding anything with an 060 fusion core. That's not going to happen. I'm going to replace it every time. All right, Viper, you've got a couple of turns where you're probably just going to be traveling, so just go as fast as you can. See what you can find. What's your target here? That's actually fairly decent. Turn off the heavies. And give him a PPC. Hey, good hit. Managed to get some penetration on that one too. So we are starting to burn through the enemies a little bit, getting a fairly decent amount of job done on that one. How are you currently holding up, folks? Everybody seems to be fine, especially this fire start in the middle. The drop bear will just annihilate the enemy. A good call. 060 is really too large. Oh, for Christ's sakes, bro. It's literally the smallest engine the mech can carry. You cannot get smaller. Just in the Arctic Cheetah, do you have a target? Oh, you do, and you also have shooting scoots open fire.
Roger that.
Okay, there goes his left torso entirely. So, unfortunately, didn't knock out his leg, which was kind of the hope. This Wolfhound being surprisingly resilient. We're just going to fall back a little bit.
Position
Get things under control as we build up a little bit of heat.
I've got your
Punisher, also a shooting scoot, right? Yeah, you do. I could, which is total waste. Instead, we're going to target... Ooh, neither of you moved. Well, neither of you... I must be closer. I need to get closer to give accurate targeting data.
affirmative.
That's much better. So much better. I kind of want to save you, but I'm going to Warlord this anyway. And I'm going to target you.
Everything I've got.
Okay, so good damage, although I think I opened up a center torso. Decided to run an IE engine? No. Just no. Maybe an ice... Ooh, I forgot. You have an ultra autocannon. You're actually a lot more dangerous than you otherwise look to be.
Stop. You're just embarrassing yourself.
Do you not taunt the guy who has a cannon that can rip through your armor pretty quickly? If he just gets several accurate shots on, you're in a lot of trouble in very short periods of time. So how does the enemy want to respond? They will respond by doing nothing, apparently.
Receiving you.
Exodus, it's time for you to just annihilate this guy. It's what you do in the Cougar. And burn him down. Now, he almost didn't kill him. He took out his left leg before he actually annihilated the entire mech. Alright, so we have knocked out another one. We were down to just 4 mechs in the primary lance. And we'll get the fire starter right up close and personal. Because that's what this mech is all about. Hi, buddy. Fire.
Copy that.
MRMs! Okay, we managed to break his jump jets, but I was kind of hoping to break off, part of the mech. We were facing his front, which kind of reduced the likelihood of that happening a little bit, but a man can dream. Let's get a target on here. That's lovely on always. Shut off the medium laser. And is that center torso open? It is. It's very open. Shoot at him instead. I don't care if he dies. He dies. He dies.
Oh, I like that shot.
Yep, you didn't shoot your buddy, right? Good, you were fine. Running. Time to come in with that long-range fire support. With all them streaks that can't possibly miss, so I don't feel at all bad about shooting towards him. And he's dead. I think... Oh, he had a mask. That would have been lovely to steal. Somewhat unfortunate, actually. Although he's got a lot of cool equipment on him, so we might be able to steal some more. Once of 8 mechs getting ready to switch to this one. Yes, this is a lot of fun. If you can put up with things. By the way, Assassin Cannon, welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us on this one. So, things appear to be winding down a little bit. Streaks can't miss? Nope, streaks cannot miss. If they miss, they don't shoot, which is the amazing thing about streaks. It allows you to save ammunition quite effectively. So if they fire, they won't miss. If they don't fire, then, well, you don't waste any ammo. It's the perfect crime. Fire! You missed by 12%. You had a 70-something% chance to hit. Come on, Lego. You're about to run out of ammunition. It's going to be a problem in relatively short periods of time. Does this Starfish have an XL engine? Do we have enough information? We do not have enough information to tell. So this Owens over here better not be the hero. Oh, that's an interesting spread. We have some random part of the support lines way off over there in the corner. Not quite sure why. We're on phase 15. Oh, incoming Gauss shell. Missed by 30-something%. Still, it is something we want to deal with in short order, so gesture. Let's get the Arctic Cheetah on the case. And I don't want to shoot his front because I want to shoot his side. It doesn't look like we're going to have much of a choice. Although 99 ones means that I'm going to try and pick my shot. Target this.
Firing on target.
Well, you missed with the heavy large, which is a bit disappointing.
Ready for orders.
Cougar. Time to get Exodus's Cougar up on top. Good, we do have the side angle now, which is exactly where I want to be shooting. I will turn off one of the heavy smalls because I don't want to be cooking right now. And ammunition explosion. And that takes out most of his stuff. His entire right torso is currently on the ground. Punisher, I
Talk to me.
could have you punch. Oh, can I get you to the other side? I can. Okay, so that's doable. Don't want to get too close, because otherwise we can't actually hit the broadside of a barn. That becomes a bit of a problem. This mech has a very significant medium range. Just finished a 65 ton with 3 65 times 2 PPCs. What? Very big upside. Let's see. Okay, so can I just fire everything? I think I can. Yeah. No. If the ultra auto cannons hit, then no. Another ammunition explosion. And he's going to be on his back now. His panic level is critical. Come on, bail out of the mech, man. You have no shoulders. Got 2 health left. Apollo's going to be in range soon. And he's got nothing left on the mech. He has literally no health on those legs. I'm going to shoot... We're going to flip a coin. I'm going to fire the snub and that's it.
Firing on target.
Good job, Apollo.
Mech destroyed.
Like always. Alright, let's see what they're going to do. The Owens is starting to fall back. I don't think he wants any part of what's coming his way. I think he understands the problem.
Commander.
It was a 50-50 chance, and unfortunately the dice did not go our way on that one.
Full throttle.
Shoot him in the back? I think that's exactly what we're going to do. Well, we missed him, but then we tagged him, so 6 in one, half dozen in the other. Coach, your Lego should actually be somewhat reasonable in doing this shot, but I doubt you're going to hit.
Aye, Skipper.
You're down to 4 shells, 40%.
Target destroyed.
I take that back. That was beautiful. I mean, that was amazing. Lego, once again, with the low percentage instant kill shots, which it seems to love so very much. Ronan, you're up next.
Commander.
And we'll get you rolling on forward as well. We do, of course, have 2 targets remaining that we know of. Lego does tend to bust out some really nice shots when Lego needs to. So we've got this unknown target, which appears not to be moving, which is a bit weird. Then we've got this unknown target, which is the primary target, the insurgent leader, who I will bet is in a fire starter, just based on the way that things normally work out. Although maybe we'll get lucky and he's something in really heavy, we get a headshot, and then we get all the random salvage. That would be ideal. So when you have 8 mechs, you don't have AI helpers anymore? That's what they say. I don't know. I've disabled my AI helpers anyway. I've just turned them off because they're worthless. Although maybe Clever Girl solves some of that, but I wasn't willing to find out. So
Down.
it was really frustrating to have to deal with them when we still had them on just because they sat around being dramatic. Which, not exactly what we're here for.
Copy that.
Oh, you're a helichopper. Die, please.
Targeting for encounter.
So it's a hawk moth. Well, it doesn't. Ooh, it had a light Gauss rifle, which did explode.
Stay down.
But that takes care of all the supporting forces. We're down to just the hero himself, the insurgent leader, who will attempt to do things. And next turn, the tag is gonna be online. What's Clever Girl? Clever Girl is the AI beta expansion emergency thing that they gave out because they realized that the 1.7 patch was going to take longer than they thought. So they wanted to make sure that they got the improved AI improvements that they had been developing into the hands of people so they could actually play with mission control set to the big battles limit. So we have that installed. Basically, if you just go to the RogueTech Discord, you download it from the announcement updates, extract it, and then just drop it into your mods folder. Oh, it's an arrow. Really? Ugh.
Our primary target is taking damage.
So it's a blackjack with a whole bunch of machine guns and a large pulse laser.
Standing by.
That is so depressing. Locust can get a little bit of fire in as well.
This should be good.
I was hoping for a heavy, not gonna lie. 65 to 75 tons is my dream. So, yeah, it should help out. Apparently it'll help out making the AI a little bit more aggressive, although I'm gonna be completely honest, I haven't noticed it. So if they are more aggressive, then I haven't been seeing that. So we do have an arrow. Arrows have some nice kit on them. I think he's got an XL engine, which means he might be an easy chop through. Yeah, there goes this large pulse laser. Hey, he actually managed to hit us on that one. So some luck with that was granted on his side. So that'll be going for us. We'll have to get on top of him and just annihilate him. He hasn't got a ton of machine guns. Hopefully the new AI stops Climax from punching. I don't think there's anything to stop them from doing that. Even though they should never punch, ever. Oh, hey, artillery. Hey, good effect on target. Punisher, can we get some actual accurate fire from you as well? Preferably without shooting the back of our own mechs.
Sprinting.
Maybe. Hey, you hit him with the Gauss rifle. Made him unsteady. He no longer has any evasion going for him. Play 3 missions where they... so change the AI, replace all the targeting info with sprinting at top speed towards the chosen, then replace all the weapons with suspicious cargo. Boom, zombie battle tech. Might not actually be a terrible idea. Don't give people ideas. Oh, isn't there a zombie flashpoint? Could have sworn there was. Everything on fire.
Here comes the show.
And a good couple more hits. Oh, we almost made him fall over. Let's see if we can't get that forced in. So I turned off until I have 8 mediums. Yeah, that makes sense. I immediately went to big battles, even though I didn't have enough in order to fill out all 8s. Just because I really wanted to see what the experience was like. And I gotta say, I don't regret it. But it does make more sense if you're actually looking to play more for a little bit more competitively to wait until you actually got everything open. Alright, so he's on his back. 4 or 5 injuries left. Let's get the Locust on in there. Should we just go for his head? See if we can't rip it off.
Full speed, no target.
Center torso's up. I'm going to go for the head.
Roger that. Target confirmed.
Okay, ferrofibrous armor has been destroyed.
Critical hit, Commander.
And Arclight.
Yep.
Time to bring in your Firestarter Assassin, the drop bear itself who cannot be seen. And also providing ECM protection to everybody. How much armor do you have? You're almost dead. Shoot at the head, hope you get lucky. No, it's just dead. I think that was a center torso kill.
Target destroyed.
So we have eliminated everybody on that one. A nice, safe victory for us. RogueTech flashpoint? Yeah, a RogueTech flashpoint. Headhunt. Oh, well. At least I think there's... I'm almost positive that there is a zombie flashpoint. But I'm not 100% positive. Alright, let's see what sort of stuff we can get. Nobody took any penetrating hits, so that's good. No injuries on the pilots. So a fairly flawless mission, all things around. Now, I'm pretty sure it's there. I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure. I want it, because I like the Dervish. The Dervish is fun. It's also a 55-ton mech, which is super useful. It's like the best medium. But, yeah. Okay, so we got some ER medium lasers and some ER medium lasers, which I'm probably not going to bother with. A light Gauss rifle, which is mostly useless. A light PPC TLC AP, which is good. Oh, actually, this is not the one I'm used to. Started as a risk research side project developing faster firing PPCs, wound up more looking like a light PPC hooked up to a pair of capacitors. Around to fire up twice as fast, so there's a chance to hit and heat charge might jam something. And shield components. Twin link capacitor improves weapon stats, grants double rate of fire or accuracy. Incompatible with the PPC capacitor. 12% jam chance. Oh, so this is the safe version of the pirate one. Oh, interesting. Yeah, stuff as nails. Won't spoil it here. The LPPC TLCAP is an amazing weapon, but make sure it has a case. But does it explode? I didn't think it was... It doesn't say that it misfires. So, I'm going to put it in here tentatively. Medium improved heavy lasers. And then medium laser diverse optics, machine guns, SREMs, tag, UAC 5, which is always fun, but no. There's the case that we probably need for that. I have endosteel, yes, I do. So I don't need it. A whole bunch of basic cockpits, which we'll just end up selling. 250 radiofusion core is one of the best. I have 2, so we're already good on that. There's the machine gun system off of the Arrow, so that's taken care of for the most part. We have the energy targeting computer. Don't need the Guardian ECM. A couple of double heat sinks. I need those. What do you think, Sprog? A medium improved heavy laser or double heat sinks? Both of them seem to be good things. Oh, and a sensor tracker too. Oh, there's a lot of good stuff here. And there's UAC 5 caseless ammo. Minus 15% ammo damage. Wait, really? So adds a flat 12% jam chance mitigated by gunnery. That's pretty bad. So we're going to dump that. Give me the double heatsink. Heatsink double. And then I'll drop my Dervish that I want really badly for the other double heatsink so I can actually start having enough double heatsinks to do things with. And lock it. Oh, yes, I got the Dervish. So we did get the Dervish part. I mean, we don't have any of the other Dervish parts, but hey, we've got it. Also got a Vulcan part, which is nice, and a Wolfhound part and a Wolverine part. Got the machine guns. Got a 60 rated fusion core, which we're going to sell immediately. 6 normal heat sinks and an internal combustion engine. Yeah, but it's the Wolverine. Dervish is cooler than the Wolverine, mainly because you run into Wolverines a lot. You do not run into Wolverines all the time. Well, you do not run into Dervishes all the time, especially since we're way up in clan space, which is kind of weird, actually. I'm going to have to see. The Wolverine 2C, I think, is a medium mech instead of a heavy? Or a lighter medium, like a 45 center? Yep, as soon as we get the Firestarter out of repairs, we'll see what we can rename it to the Drop Bear. So Rekgar, of course, will have rights to name that. After all, Rekgar has supported the channel since the beginning, I believe. In fact, let me double check actually the Twitch chat because it doesn't actually show on my current side chat. Yeah, Rekgar is a subscriber, so totally deserves it. We're up to 102 followers. We're still at 22 subs. I kind of want to get up to 25 subs because once we make it to 25 subs, we get another emote. And at that point, I'm going to like commission somebody to make like 3 emotes first, just so we can have all the cool stuff. But that's going to have to wait for a little while longer. Just ran into a Tiamat. My flamer mech could take him down easy if he weren't for standing in water. Ah, yes, when you build the massive flamer mechs, and that's the only thing stopping you from victory, is just a wee bit of water. Alright, so lock that in. Thank you for the repairs. How long until the Firestarter is 1 day. Lovely. So I'm going to move the Firestarter up just so we can rename it a little bit quicker. So give it a day. And wait. Come over to the mech bay. Give me the mech bits. So give me my Firestarter. We'll refit it. And it is Rekgar's Drop Bear. Drop Bear. And confirm the rename. Alright, so we got another mech that's actually been named. We have the Drop Bear and the Lego so far, and the Mama Bird. So we have 3 of our 8 mechs that are named, and we've got 2 days on the Viper, and there's just a whole bunch of 1-day lists for everybody else. 3 days? I don't... 1, 2, 3... Yeah, we should have everybody ready for a final mission on that last day, assuming, of course, the clock doesn't go on us. 1 day? 2 day? No, we'd need 1 more day, and it is the day of... So before we... Alright, so we are done fighting tonight, people. We have successfully accomplished several missions, did quite a few battles, and we can feel quite confident in moving forward in any 2 skull mission moving forward. We're going to start peaking at 2.5 and 3 skull missions even, and we may be traveling soon because the planet is mostly done. But what we're now going to do is we're going to be moving into the economic phase of the game. We're going to be basically pruning through most of our shop, or most of our supplies, so we can get our prices down just a little bit, make a little bit of extra cash, and then after that we will end the month, and that'll be probably where we end the stream. Yep, see you around Sprog. So Sprog will not be hanging around for that, but let us go in for those of you who are still interested, because some people did ask that they'd like to see this sort of economic thing. So we will go through that. First things first, I'm going to check storage, and I'm going to clean out all my lighter mechs that I don't care about, like this Locust 2C. Although it is compatible with several others, we're not going to bother. The Locust 2C is too light of a mech for us to bother with anymore. We really have gotten to this. Thank you all. Afterwards, after we do the economic part, we will also see if we can't raid somebody. So, don't know who it'll be, but we'll find them, and we'll make sure that they have a good time with their night. Because I know I certainly had a good time with you, and I'm going to inflict all of you on somebody else. See, 30 tonners, I think we'll keep pretty much all of these, except for the Falcon. I don't want the Falcon, I don't know why. How are things? Have you watched your tier 1 stuff, Jen? Things are going great, Sweet Fake SA13 Flex. I'm just going to call you Flex if that's okay. But yeah, things are going great. We're actually just about to wind down the stream a little bit. We're going to be going through a little bit of economic stuff, selling off some equipment before the end of the month. That way we're not charged inordinate prices for random things. I'm really annoyed I can't build this Urban Mech. But yeah, you're welcome to join us for a little while longer, and then we're going to be raiding somebody shortly after that. Looks like we didn't make any parts on this one. Somewhat unfortunate. I'm going to keep all of those just because we need them. And now let us go to Le Star so we can actually sell all the stuff. My profile's banner. Battletech play was amazing. Never mind, Tiamat walked out and immediately ate TSMP and 204 heat and 100 ton flamer mechs. Wow. That is a ridiculous amount of heat. Ooh, I kind of do want that Hag 20. I mean, it's only a Hag 20, which is not exactly amazing, but it is quite interesting. Heavy rifles we'll get rid of. They're worthless. I'm going to keep the howitzer just for the sake of having howitzer. Light rifles, similar problem to heavy rifles. They are worthless. If we have normal machine guns, I'm going to sell them. We do not. We only have the machine gun plus version. Rotary autocannon, normal ammunition. We can keep ammo because it's relatively cheap. So when you scrap a mech, does that include your weapon or just the mech? Just the mech. It strips all the equipment off of it and just sells the mech. So if you go out that way, you don't have to worry about losing all the cool stuff. I don't think I'm too high on equipment in this. Yeah, we're really not, like, oversaturated. We've got a lot of different kinds of equipment, but nothing too terrible. Sell the small cam laser, it's mostly worthless. And the flamer sticky ammo. So we don't really use heavy flamers, and I don't really see a need to use them either. They are worth quite a bit, but I'm not interested. It's 20 heat, though, which is pretty severe, but I'm not going to mount that much onto there. Let's see, ATMs we're keeping absolutely. Heavy MRM 30. I have ammunition for this. I just need to actually put it into a mech. Although I would like a heavy MRM 40 if I'm going to do only a single one on something. Heavy rocket launchers. I'm not ever going to use rocket launchers. I don't really like them. I don't find them to be super useful. A one-shot weapon can fill in some stuff, and I've got actually a javelin in our other campaigns that does have a rocket launcher 15, but it's really kind of worthless. It's there for a little bit extra damage that never really does as much as you think it will. I didn't realize we have 6 ER micro lasers. Holy crap. We got to put these on a melee mech at some point. We also have ammunition for our AMS, just don't have the AMS itself. Jump jets, I'm going to sell one, and just the one, so I'm down to 10 again. Heat sinks, how are we doing on actual normal heat sinks? I'll sell down to 15 is actually where I was going to be selling down to, so we're good on that. And about a closed up prototype little heatsink kit we need bigger stuff for. Now comes to the part that I was expecting. Cockpit basic, we only got the 1, so that's good. Composite endo, I'm not going to sell the composite even though I'm never going to use it. At some point, Sprogue may beg me for it, and I'll give him a specific mech just with that composite. Basic sensors, sell all but one of those, just so we can upgrade a primitive mech. Sell 60 engine? Yeah, we are going to do that, as soon as I can get back to the engines. So 60 rate fusion core, get rid of that. 70 rate fusion core, get rid of that. 120 rate fusion core, we'll keep. All other fusion cores we keep. Sell the internal combustion engines. XL engines we save for sure. Heatsinks we're good on. And I sell none of the kits. Alright, so melee for Kleiner. Well, at some point we have to find it. 50 heat MRMs on your King Crab, they do work. Yes, heat does a lot of work. Alright, so we've sold all this stuff pretty much, and that got us down to 1.195. We were at 1.2 something. So that helps out a little bit, not a huge amount, but it does help some.
Job's done.
So all the work orders can be complete, and it is at the end of the month. We're at 1.195 million C-bills that we have to sell off for that. We have all 8 of our mechs available and ready to rock. I don't think we want to rebuild anybody. Does anybody want to rebuild a mech before we start looking to raid, or do we just want to sort of end here as we start looking for a raid? So does anybody have any thoughts on a mech that they'd like to tweak or modify? Probably not, but I'm just going to put that out there for people to see. Let's see, we're going to go to Twitch TV, and we're going to search BattleTech, because we like to bombard anybody who's actually playing BattleTech. Let's see who's actually playing. Alrighty. Sprogue has no thoughts. Who would have thought? Let's see, we've got Gorlet streams, Bloody Doves. Oh, we're gonna go raid Bloody Doves for sure. So let's get ready to go send love to this man. Save that. Pause that. Alright, everybody, let's get ready. So we want to send to raid Bloody Doves. Let's get this thing ready to rock and roll. 7 viewers are ready to raid. Everybody, ready up! Let's go head on over to his channel. He also does RogueTech content. Although I think right now he's playing the extended wing. So ready? 3, 2, 1, let's drop in on him.
What do you suggest?
A business trip.
We live like this every day.
Where do we draw the line, sir?
You draw the line wherever you need it.
This is crazy.
Yeah, but we're a little crazy, aren't we?
Purchase digitally and get the XRK weapons pack.
How many toys? Okay, we're gonna just... Alright, thank you for that, thank you for the follow, Lightfoot J-Pulse? Lightfoot J-Pulse. Thank you for the follow, buddy, really appreciate that. Glad you're hanging out with us. Yeah, how you doing, T-Rat? I think I have interacted with you once on the RogueTech server, but it's been a while. It goes well. It goes well. We're currently murdering a blackjack with artillery. As you do. Yeah, I think so. It's been a while. I also don't post in that channel anymore, so... I don't post much on the OT server these days. Alright, how do I want to kill that thing? That thing's in a really annoying location. But yes, we're showing off the Templar tonight, primarily, and then we're going to show off some custom content that BTA has. But yeah, Templar. Brand new mech. It's not out. It's not even out yet. But it's very exciting. It's been a while. I also don't post in that channel anymore, so... I don't post much on the OT server these days. Alright, how do I want to kill that thing? That thing's in a really annoying location. But yes, we're showing off the Templar tonight, primarily, and then we're going to show off some custom content that BTA has. But yeah, Templar. Brand new mech. It's not out. It's not even out yet. But it's very exciting. I'm friends with the model maker, so I get to... Yes, it is Shade's Templar. I'm friends with Shade, so I get to show off things early. One of the benefits of being friends with people. You get to show things off. I think that catapult is stuck. And the AI doesn't realize it can jump out of it. It has jets, right? It's a catapult. How many variants are there of the Templar? There will be 4 in BTA. Sprog, I started getting to know Shade when he just started model making. And I was one of the people who introduced him to some of the software he's using and to the process that he uses to put mechs in the game. Shade and I go back. So he's not really cheating on you if I was his first love. I kind of want to get in there and fight him. Can I jump up? Yeah, I can jump up here. Well, I mean, you're gonna have to take that up with Shade, my friend. I was just talking to him earlier today. I even pointed out a bug to him, because I'm cool like that. Shade has love in his heart for all. Shade can love more than one person at a time. I believe in his ability to love you and me equally. I wish you were here. Yeah, the avatar is awesome. And there it is. Oh, you want to see a Marauder? Well, Sprog, you do get to see the Marauder. However, I will tell you, I'm not playing RogueTech. I don't actually play RT. But if you want to see a Marauder, there you go. Here, Good evening, Bjorny. There you go. Marauder. It's really dark on this map, so it's hard to see. And the light, its headlights are kind of illuminating it, but it is very good looking. I'll try to get into better lighting on another mission. Okay. You know what? We're just gonna... It's time to start chilling. Yeah, the Marauder is very pretty. Okay. Call shot? Actually, we're gonna go for a side torso. It doesn't matter which one. We'll go for the one without the LB-10. We opened the torso. Is there ammo? There is ammo. Well, it only has one ton of cluster? Really? Wow. It's not enough. Ooh, I have to turn. I don't know who imported it, but he's a cool guy. Alright, Tirak, thanks for the raid again, and I'm glad you stopped by, buddy. Have a good night, my friend.